This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Clucking the chowds.
Yeah, that's right. Pow, there it is. Well, hello and welcome and hello. Today is Thursday. Know that it is long day. Something. Know that it is long day. That's the song. I wrote that song for this vlog. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. You're in the right place. It is Thursday, which means that it is mother truckin' vlog day. Yeah, everybody says vlog day. What's up, you guys? I see you guys in the chat. You can't hide from me, Tim. You neither, Sean. You neither, Sorteal. Freaking Steve-O. Freaking Billy Rice. Freaking Quilly. Quilly's mixing up some liquids tonight. Anything good, Quilly? The poon sauce is here. Make way. Make way for the sauce. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I'm really stoked for this Thursday. I'm glad to see you guys here. It's Thursday. And I never thought Thursday would be like the most pivotal, like most crucial, biggest day of the week for me. Never in a million years. Never in a million years. And I don't even know why I originally started doing the vlog on a Thursday. LJ, nice try, LJ. Nice try. I see you over there, Stoic Penguin, keeping it real on Twitch. I appreciate you. It's the Gentleman's Crackle channel. He's here. Dude, shout out to the Gentleman's Crackle channel right here. I just discovered you, bro. I just found you on YouTube. YouTube served me one of your videos, and I went, oh, I don't know if I've ever heard of the Gentleman's Crackle channel. Clicked on it. I got immediately sucked in. I watched like 3 videos, like 3 full videos of that Crackle life. Shout out to you, Gentleman's Crackle channel. Good to see you here. That's awesome. That's cool. I mean, honestly, I feel a little bit starstruck that's accurate. That's accurate. That is accurate. I feel a little bit starstruck. The Gentleman's Crackle channel. Good to see you here. Let's see. What do we got coming up? Appreciate you guys. I wrote down no schedule. So let's do this real quick. Let's see. We got hello. We did that. Hatless this week, but a fair warning that if I'm feeling a little bit too bald, if I start seeing my skull, I got hats ready to go. It's hats just waiting to sit on this head. We're going to do a beer tonight, but it's not beer. I'm sorry, Poon Sauce. I can see you rolling your eyes right now. It's not beer. We're going to get back to that bourbon life. We're gonna pepper in some news and advocacy. Of course, we're going to have, I don't even have a, I'm just going to write all the segments out. And then maybe I do this before the stream every time and I forgot to do it this time. Fuck it. We're going to wing it. We're just winging it. You know what we do tonight? We wing it. Except not like this. Not like these freaking wings. The other wings. So yeah, there's a lot coming up tonight. We got retro. We got retro vaping. We got some mail. We got some WTF. We're going to talk about Trump and his vape promise. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about vets deserving vapes because this is just something that stuck with me. Back in August, I read this really great piece about veterans and vaping, and it was really impactful. It really hit with me, and I wanted to immediately use it in a vlog, and then I didn't. And then I read it again in September, and I thought, this slaps, this hits, and this needs to get shared. Didn't happen in September, didn't happen in October, but here we are in November, finally, post-election, new president. Well, rerun president. It's a bit of a rerun president. I've seen this show. I watched 4 seasons of this show already. So I guess let's see what the next 4 years bring. He did say some things about vaping, though. He said a singular thing about vaping. We're going to talk about that. I've got, what else do we do? Mail? What do we got? Retro vape? What do we got? Liquid tastings? We know what goes on here this week in the vlog. I don't know that we need to go over the exact precise schedule every freaking week. Wing check? Ha, you got me. LJ, what are you doing? You got me. And one thing I wanted to bring up is I was watching an old vlog, okay? And I don't know, there wasn't any rhyme or reason as to why I clicked on this vlog, but it was a vlog from 3 years ago called I'm Getting Too Old for This Shit. And so I was watching it and just, I don't know, whatever, taking notes and things like that. And then I looked at how long the vlog was. 2 hours. 2 hours. We used to vlog in 2 hours on this YouTube just 3 years ago. It wasn't 3 hours. It wasn't 3.5 hours. It wasn't 4 hours every single stream. I was trying to watch this vlog to see, okay, what did I do? How? How did we do that in 2 hours? How? I don't know that it's possible. I just don't know that it's possible anymore. So we're just gonna be running long. I don't know why I keep looking at my notes. I think I know what we're gonna do. I would like to start this off with a beer, like an air quotes beer. It's bourbon. It's bourbon. Aha. Does anybody remember when we were doing bourbons like week after week after week after week? And then we just kind of stopped and went straight back to beers. Well, guess what? We're going straight back to bourbons right here. I'm going to pick one of these. I'm going to give a shout out to the Andrew Airing. I don't know if we've even seen the Andrew Airing here in a hot minute, but he just DM'd me. Andrew Airing, you still might be a patron, right? Yeah, no hard Mountain Dew this week, but next week, all bets are off. All bets are off. Yeah, bourbons. We tasted bourbons. They're numbered like 1 through 8. I've done a few of these. These ones I'm sure I haven't done. These are the ones that are, I think I'm going to go for number 1. Because it looks the darkest, It looks the darkest to me. And that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Number 1, number 2. I don't have a poll, but we don't need a poll for this. Number 1, number 2, number 3. I don't know. Number 2 still looks the darkest to me. And so that's tickling my fancy a little bit. It's tickling my fancy a little bit. Shout out to Andrew Airing, freaking Andrew Airing sent me a whole smattering, a whole smorgasbord, if you will, of bourbons. And there was an envelope for every single one, but now, there's number 2. There's number 2. So he included like a little, his notes, whatever tasting notes there are. I'm just going to pour this little number into the Woodford Reserve little snifter. You got to chew it, Seamus. You're a chef. Is that a real thing? You got to chew that. You got to chew that bourbon. Chew it. Chew it in your mouth. What's the best way to pour bourbon? I'm just going to go for something like this, I think. Huh? Aerate it. You're supposed to aerate it. Give it a swirl. If you're doing bourbon, I'm doing Scotch. All right, Ranger Rusty, let's go. Put that beer away. We're getting fucked up. I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that. That's not something I want to do. But I would like to observe. Yes. Oaky caramel color. Sort of a burnt amber. I think you're not supposed to do that, but I just did it anyway. All right, cheers. I'm gonna do some chewing. We're gonna do some straight up, some bourbon chewing. Cheers. Let me see if I can reach the camera. Dink. I'll wait for you, Ranger Rusty. I'll wait for you if you want to. I'll wait for you if I want to. This is number 1? No. This is number 2. I just poured it. Oh, I did pour number 1. Hey, good looking out. I know. I know. I knew. I knew that I did that, and I was just. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Jake Scruffwood, and thanks everybody else. Thanks. Appreciate that. You have number 1. Oh, Hungry Hippo, hell yeah. If I'm doing bourbon, you're going to have a bowl? Have a bowl. Have a bowl in good health. All right, so we got number one. This is number one, and I now have the actual number one note. So I think we're going to be good. What's up, s'mores? Chilling right here. Here we go. Don't know if I'm supposed to do that. Just going to chew it. Yeah, I mean, it's pow. That's hardcore. That's bourbon right in your gullet. My face is immediately warm. It's the sign of a good bourbon. I don't know, it's rich. It tastes like maybe this is something that I get out of all bourbons, but maybe all bourbons have like a vanilla component to it. This has like some upfront, just tastes like vanilla bean right at the top. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's it, Drip Theory. Just seeing if you're paying attention, though. Northern Ireland. Ivan, good to see ya. Any billet stuff tonight? Not that I know of. I mean, I'm not going to be building any billet stuff tonight, but I can't promise for sure that there's no billet stuff in the vape mail. I have no idea what's in there. But we're not, I don't think we're doing any billet building tonight, but there's going to be plenty of billet vaping. Plenty of billet vaping tonight. All right, let me have one more chew before we get into Andrew Ehring's tasting notes here. Pointy. Can you describe a bourbon as pointy? It sounds it tastes pointy. Pointy. That's a pointy bourbon. Number one. Okay, this is the Old Forester 1910. 93 proof. Woo! Hey now. Slow down. My favorite early in my journey in bourbon, and one I return to regularly. My girlfriend also enjoys this one very much. Old Forester is on my top 3 distilleries overall. As a single barrel strength bottles are incredible, both the ryes and bourbon. Someday I hope to own a birthday bourbon and a President's Choice, but they are very expensive on the secondary market and almost possible to find. This is usually the bourbon I drink after dinner or as a dessert, last one before bed. Vanilla. I think I was correct about the vanilla in there. Sharp could be a way to put it, Sally S. Sharp. I would say pointy. I want to say pointy for some reason. Astringent. Astringent's a good flavor descriptor, Ern. Are you sure you never worked in any sensory jobs or anything like that? Astringent was the go-to coffee descriptor for people that were tasting something bad in their coffee, but they didn't know exactly what it was. And I try to get them to, this is all during Coffee Master stuff. I try to get them to describe what they're tasting. And they just use generic words and they say astringent. And then I taste it and I'm like, that's not astringency, but what you're tasting is, X, Y, Z. Anyway, good times, astringency. It is a little bit astringent now that I think about it. Okay. Vanilla. Wait. I forgot the name of this one. It's an old one. This is from the 1900s, the early 1900s, that is. 1910. Old Forester. Old Forester's 1910. Andrew Ehring. Appreciate you. Thank you. I don't think I have a pairing. Would a banana tobacco pair with a bourbon? Maybe. All right. Let's try it. Just going to drip this up real quick. Yeah, love it. Make it a flavor with FD. What, vanilla bourbon? That's delightful. Banana tobacco and bourbon go together really well. Really well. No, not a viscous mouthfeel. It's not thick or syrupy in any way. It doesn't have a big sweet bourbon peach. Sweet bourbon peach. I forgot. Good looking out, Steve. I don't know what I would do without people reminding me things. You know, it's like this is like a 50-50 effort here on the vlog. And I hope you guys know that and don't feel like I'm taking advantage of you. Please. But you reminding me to do things, that helps move the vlog along. Genuinely. Genuinely. Sweet bourbon peach. Hell yeah, sweet bourbon peach. Juice my way. Let's go. Sweet bourbon. This is going to be, maybe I'm hyping it up too much. Maybe I'm hyping it up too much in my head. I'm not. That's it. That's the flavor pairing of the century right there. And I can still get a little bit of like bourbony complement. It brings out the peach so much more. When you vape this, you know, without bourbon, I can taste the bourbon. But when my palate is destroyed by bourbon, the peach just punches me hard in the face. Lots about coffee goes well with vanilla, I think. You know, there's a lot of sort of cedary, earthy, oaky tones in a lot of coffee. I think vanilla is very complementary to those types of... This bourbon peach, yeah, the bourbon peach slaps. I don't know, I'm just going to sit here and vape this a second. Yeah, that's damn good. It's damn good liquid, damn good bourbon. Whew. All right, well, this is all we have left to last us the rest of the vlog, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there, or we'll cross that bridge when we get there, or some other saying, some other thing in there. Let me jump over, I think I saw like 1 or 2 super chats pop in. I'd like to go check up on the super chats before we get too running long. I don't know where they are. I'm new here. I'm sorry. Hey now, Chef Seamus. It's very gracious of you. Yo, everyone. Wife and I are watching for her birthday, and we came to party, so grab your togas or whatever your vice is, and let's get weird. Hashtag dangle clucks. Hell yeah. Well, happy birthday to the wife. I have her name written down. It's Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah. Thank you, Chef Seamus. Appreciate you. Ali. Halloween was 1 year smoke-free. Thank you for all the guidance. Yes, I love this. A whole year smoke-free, and I think I have an Assignment America from you. I think I have an Assignment Planet Globe from you. Yeah, we're going to get there. Don't even worry about it. Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys for their super chats. There's never any obligation, and I always very appreciate them. You know, try to pop over there and read them as often as I can. As soon as I see some come in. Let's, you know what we should do? I don't want to talk about what I've been vaping just yet. Let's all enjoy a very low effort. Wait, hang on, Barbara. We got a super chat from Barbara. Yes, Barbara. This is my cousin, Barbara. Missing mom on her birthday today, but I got love from my cousin in the Vape fam for MTVD. Love you. Hey, Barbara, love you. Absolutely. And yeah, Aunt Laura's birthday is today. We're going to be singing her happy birthday. We got a Phil. We got a sexy... My cousin Evan's birthday was yesterday. Evan. He didn't think you were going to get sung happy birthday to you, did you, Evan? But it's happening. Hell yeah. Dude, birthdays, I'm down. Let's go. Let's birthday. I love birthdays. Let's right now. Do you guys want to watch the this is the we're doing the what the fuck segment, except I changed the name of it and I made a really low energy, low effort bumper. And this is the lowest energy bumper I've ever made. I made this in the 2 minutes before I started streaming. literally right before I started streaming. But there's some what? There's some what? What? We got some whats. And the first, see, some of the whats are good. There's one what that's good. But this is a what that I find upsetting to me. I'd love your take on it. Politico's reporting that leading World Health Organization expert says we need to control smartphones like tobacco. What? Increasing evidence that problematic gaming and social media behavior is on the rise among adolescents in Europe. And they want to enforce some sort of, measures include age limits, controlled prices, and even no-go zones worked for regulating tobacco. So this should be taken an example for how to curb damaging use of handheld devices like smartphones. No-go zones. Imagine going somewhere and they're like, empty your pockets. You have a smartphone on you? Throw it in the trash. No smartphones allowed here. This is a no-go zone. This is a no-go zone. World Health wants to regulate smartphones like tobacco. I think this is a terrible idea. And even terribler is, look, I'm not some monster, I'm not a monster, but this word, I am bored to tears. Literally bored to tears of having kids, adolescents, and teens and fucking fetuses paraded around and propped up and used to take things away from adults. I'm really over that. Super hyper over that. So yeah, smartphones, you know what? I'm not entirely even against this. I have consistent problematic smartphone use. I use it all the time. I caught myself watching reels while changing my clothes, and I just put the phone on my dresser and was watching reels, putting on my pants, swipe to the next one, put on my shirt, swipe to the next one, put on my socks, swipe to the next one, put on my hat, swipe to the next one, walk down the stairs, swipe to the next one. I go pee, just keep watching. I walk over, I do the dishes. I just put my phone down and I keep swiping through reels while I'm doing dishes. I got to get a grip on this. And I think a lot of people got to get a grip on this. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but the grip on it shouldn't be coming from the state or the World Health Organization in any capacity. Hard no. Hard no. I'm of the mindset that all that public health and FDA should ever be doing is just communicating risks and relative risks without any encouragement or things like that. They should say, this pizza has this much crap in it. This pizza has this much crap in it. Eat whatever pizza you want. And then I can look at that and go, oh, this pizza has this much crap. Okay, well, I'm going to pick this one. I want the one with more crap. I want the one with less crap. But that's up to me to decide and not, I don't think, for the World Health Organization to decide. But it gets better than that because our friends in Australia, they're already going for it. The Australian government announced today it will be illegal for anyone under 16 to use social media. Illegal. Parents need to parent. Shut the fuck up and do your role for all of society. Yes. Dude. Yes. 1,000%. Get actual science to back your shit too. Yeah. Listen, the Australian government's already jumping in. Full chested. The Australian government announced today that it will be illegal for people under 16 to use social media. The question of how social media sites will verify the age of users still hasn't been established. I don't want to watch this video because it's just idiots talking. It's just idiots talking about, well, we know we need to do this, but we don't know how we need to do this. And maybe we need to get with the tech companies and maybe we need to get with these companies and maybe it needs to be some sort of facial scan or thumbprint scan so that you can use social media. You might need to scan your eyeballs every time you use Instagram so that Instagram knows you're logging in every single time. I'm not sure. I don't know how they're going to do this, but that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. Let's announce that it's illegal for under 16s to use social media, but have nothing in place. No regulations, no rules, no nothing. We're just like, this is illegal now if you're under 16. So if a 15-year-old signs up for Instagram and that's illegal in Australia, who's getting in trouble? Is the kid getting in trouble? Is Instagram getting in trouble? Is the phone manufacturer getting in trouble? Are the parents getting in trouble? Is this just unenforceable? We made up a law and we just expect people to follow it? Crazy. I couldn't. The last one, this is actually the most impressive thing I think I've seen on the internet maybe all month. Yeah, sure. Australians need a new government. I don't know. I'm just, I'm just kind of here for the ride. I heard a really good saying. I think it was Tolstoy who said, you can't control the wind, but you can change your sails. And that really hit with me. It's like, yeah, I can't control the wind, but I can control my sails, And that kind of was a little bit of an empowering thing that I heard today. I can't control the wind, but I can control my sails. Okay, so this is the last what. This is the last what. And this is actually an uplifting what. Does anybody remember the Cyber Goth dance party video? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This. I could show you one picture and you'll go, yep, Cyber Goth dance party. Everybody remember Cyber Goth dance party? It's just this group of people doing a Cyber Goth dance off underneath a bridge. And it was just completely presented to the internet without context. And it just got handed around and passed around. And it was Cyberpunk Goth dance party. Everybody remembers this. Please tell me you remember this, because the next thing I talk about isn't going to make much sense. It's not going to make much sense unless you remember Cyber Goth dance party. Okay. So we know the Cyber Goth dance party. I know the Cyber Goth dance party. I've seen it at least 100 times. Classic, right? Classic. If you haven't ever heard of it, you're never going to be able to watch the original now, because believe it or not, we're not going to watch this whole video. There's a second camera angle for the Cyber Goth dance party. Maybe this is just a big deal for me, but I feel like this is a big deal for society. I grew up with the Cyber Goth dance party. I watched that video so many times, and now there's a completely other angle for it. This is like finding new JFK assassination footage, or this is like a crystal clear picture of Bigfoot to me. Completely different camera angle. It's like a found footage home video of the Cyber Goth dance party. Look at him go. Just no fucks given. I'm going to dance with blood around my shirt. And he's just owning it. This was like the most fantastic thing I saw all week. It was like, yeah, that's the only thing I compare it to. It's like finding another view. It's like, oh, it turns out someone else had a video camera during the day of the JFK assassination. And we got this really great video of it now. Blowing me away. Yeah, fourth wall breaking. This is some real fourth wall breaking. Look at them go. And they chill out. I would dance with these people 1,000%. Just have to tear up my t-shirt, attach it to my pants. Cyber Goth. Dancing. Well, that's all the what stuff I could find this week. That's some pretty what stuff. Controlling smartphones like tobacco, I think, though, is the most what thing that I ran across all week. And I said out loud, what? It's the video from the next reality that wasn't ours. What? There's a third video from earlier in the dance? What? Oh, Mike's live? Fucking A, Mike's live. Yeah, no. So, their endurance is probably incredible. Office Gold over there on Twitch. Never skipped cardio day. Never skipped cardio day. Their endurance is crazy. They can beat the minute mile. All of them, they could beat the minute mile. Forsaken One, stubby in the Boro tank. Does your tank line up with the drip tip? Yes, but the top cap has to go on a certain way. The top of the stubby Boro tank, I think, has to go on a certain way so that it lines up better with the drip tip. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. If someone wants to correct me, please correct me. But I think that's how I remember. Yeah, Seamus, my heart broken for Mike Vapes. Broken for Mike Vapes. That's tough. That's one of the roughest things I've ever heard. I felt every word he was talking about, and my God, I can't. I couldn't. I can't. I don't even want to imagine it. Mine has a tab on it. Then maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a very good chance of that. There's a very good chance of that. Yeah, you sweat out everything in your body when you rave. Right. Right? Okay. Well, let's continue. Let's continue forward. Let's continue forward here. Let's see. Yeah, we did some bourbon. We did some what the-fs. The what the-fs. I don't think I saw any super chats come in. Oh, okay. There was one super chat. Let's get over there. Let's get over there, I think. Maybe? Ranger Rusty, very, very gracious of you. Been a while since I made it to a vlog. Miss you all, you cool kids. Ranger Rusty, it's good to see your face. Good to see your name and face in the chat. Just brought a little smile to my face. Appreciate you, Ranger Rusty. Happy to see you again. Happy to see you again. Well, since we're trying to do this vlog in 2 hours now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think what we're going to do right now is talk about, we're going to do some things I've been vaping. It's time to check in with Kitchen Guy, and it's time to check in with Living Room Couch Guy, and then we'll be back here to talk about the Desk Warriors. It's come to the point right now where I have too much. I have too much vape stuff set up. Way too much. Like double the amount that any reasonable, normal human would have. And the problem is I keep trying to recreate everything I like in every place that I go. So in here, it's like a mouth-to-lung RTA, Cloud Chasers, Boros, and a pod. Out at the kitchen, it's like, well, I got to have a mouth-to-lung. I got to have some Cloud Chasers. I got to have a Boro. I got to have a pod. So it's like I have double the amount of setups, again, that any normal human should. It's way over the top. So let's check in. What's up, Kitchen Guy? Let's go.
What I've been vaping.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Kitchen Guy. Let's talk about some things that have been getting vaped. Here's the thing. There's been a little bit of like a vicious cycle going on that I feel like I need to call out because Office Guy keeps stealing things from me, and then somehow those things that got stolen from me mysteriously end up with Living Room Couch Guy. Somehow. It's weird. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. It's this vicious cycle that just keeps happening. So I don't necessarily have my ideal choice of vapes out here. That's fine. You know, Kitchen Guy gets what Kitchen Guy gets. There's two pods out here. It's an Oxva Slim Go and it's a Novo GT from Smock. Would you look at this screen? I just rounded 600 puffs on that Smock pod. Still going shockingly strong, like surprisingly strong. I do have a mouth to lung. It's the Dead Rabbit. I found this. You know who had this? You know where I found this? Car Guy. Car Guy. Car Guy is supposed to return everything immediately after he creates Instagram content, and Car Guy did not return this. But thankfully, it's back home where it deserves to be with Kitchen Guy. It's the Dead Rabbit, MTL RTA V2 on top of that. You know, it's the Vaperesso Target 100. I love this. I talked about it a lot. Car Guy talked about it on Instagram. This is most likely going to get taken down and then used for a very random liquid tasting tonight. I have a feeling, but this is Nana's house. It is still in the very random liquid tasting from a few weeks ago, and I want to try it in something else that's not built for series. This is a 0.4 at 100 watts, and it's just a lot. It's real warm, it's real intense. I'd like to try Nana's house at like, just a little bit lower of a wattage. Stole this. Sucker, yeah. Stole this, you know what this is. It's the Geppetto, it's the Flow AIO. I got the Mob 2 on the inside. I got 6 milligram Omboyosi's Mango on the inside. This is the king of the table right now. King of the table. Get out of here. Rad, rad. That is just a rad vape. And lastly out here from Kitchen Guy, billet box. It's not the most matchy favorite billet box I've ever had. I got a dirty battery on the inside. This is the Orion. Get out of here. This is the Mission Astro. Orbit. Final answer. I think the Orbit is still my favorite billet box, Boro, RBA, hands down. Love the airflow. Big, smooth airflow. That's what's missing from restricted lung Boros is smooth airflow, and this has it in spades. I actually don't remember what's on the inside. I'm not sure I could tell you right now what's on the inside. Something chocolatey. It might be that X2 or that X1 from Indonesia, the Boston cream pie. That's kind of what this tastes like. It's what happens when you have too many vapes set up all around the house. Well, because of the shenanigans that I talked about that had been going on earlier, I'm not throwing it to Desk Guy. I'm throwing it to Living Room Couch Guy yet again. But you know what Living Room Couch Guy doesn't get? Salted egg snacks. Hey, yes. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's Living Room Couch Guy. I only have a few things out here today, but I just wanted to kind of address something. There's been some rumblings going around of some sort of like grand conspiracy that Office Guy is stealing vapes from Kitchen Guy and bringing them directly to me. And I just wanted to clarify what's actually going on here is I, Living Room Couch Guy, relaxing guy, chill time guy, away from work guy, I've been trying to get a little bit more piece of the pie. You know, we're trying to get Office Guy out of his office a little bit more and doing things that will, you know, relax him. So as an incentive only, you think of this as like a subsidy for incentive reasons only. In order for more Living Room Couch Guy to exist, I get incentives to be out here more often with maybe a little bit higher caliber of vapes than Kitchen Guy gets. It's really no different than buying an electric car and getting some money back from the government opposed to buying a gas car. There's an incentive there. They want you to encourage you to buy an electric car over a gas car. The incentive is to get in here more often away from work. Is the bit going on too long? The bit's going on too long. But with all that said, this is the Vaporesso Armor GS, and it has been getting heavy use, not just because I'm enjoying the vape from it, but because the liquid on the inside is amazing. I love it. It's a creamy float drink. At least that's what we're calling it right now. Legitimately been really enjoying this. I like Vaporesso coil heads. I find them really flavorful. And then lastly, the only other thing I have out here, it's the Raga. It's Metal Morrissey's favorite device. It's the Raga. I got a dirty battery on the inside, and I got the Mission 15 Astra on the inside. Same exact liquid. It's good. It's good in both. I've been trying to taste this liquid in as many different things as I possibly can. It's delicious in this. The Astra itself doesn't have like amazing airflow like the Mission Orbit does, but the flavor on it is busting, like a layer up, a level up of busting flavor. And I guess that's all I got from out here, so I'm gonna throw it back to, you know, my boss, my mentor, my inspiration. It's Office Guy.
How did he get those salted egg snacks? Couch Guy, Living Room Couch Guy, that guy's a hell of a guy. Yeah. While that was playing, I went over to Mike's stream, just dipped in. I don't get to see Mike live that often, and he's been gone so long. I just, I don't know. I want him to feel welcomed and feel, loved and like part of this, part of the community. He's a huge part of all of this. He's a huge part of vaping. He's inspiring to me. I love his content. I admire him as a person. Anyway, let's get to what I've been vaping here. Captain Desk Guy. There's really only 2 pods. It's the Aspire Pixo, which has been wow good lately, and the new Coco G3 that there might actually be Coco G3s in the Vape Mail tonight, but I don't know. And I've had this one since Indonesia, and I keep hitting up Caliburn, or I keep hitting up UL and saying, I'm going to review the G3. And they're like, well, just wait. We want to send it to you. Don't review the one you have. I'm like, the one I have is a retail version. They're like, no. It's not a retail version. Okay. Caliburn G3 Coco. Vaping great. It uses the G3 coil heads. The old school, which has been living on the Haas Tour for months now. I didn't think this would be its regular, living quarters, but apparently it just is. Face meets cheese your guava jellies on the inside. Love the old school. Having a great time with that. Ether V2 RBA. I just uploaded my review for this just yesterday. It's banging. It's bussing. It's not incredible. It's a little rough around the edges, but the vape that I'm getting from it, get out of here. Oh, delicious. Yeah, that's some succulence on the inside. What Cloud Flask? What the hell, Aspire Cloud Flask? The Great Dip is in here from FDH. Just been cranking away on this. I like vaping this more than I've enjoyed like any other mod pod. There's a lot of mod pods out there, and this has honestly been one of the most enjoyable mod pods to use. Oh, Zach. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you quit smoking this week, Zach? I love it. Hell yeah, Zach. Stick with it. It only gets easier. It only gets easier and better and better and better. And before you know it, Zach, we're going to be back here on November 7th, 2025. And you're going to come in here and you're going to say, 1 year. I'm 1 year cigarette free. It's going to go by so quick. You're going to be like, wait, I've been smoke free for a year? I've been smoke free for 2 years? I think about that constantly. Michael Redfern just zombied his way in here. If anybody wants to fill out that poll in the chat right now, feel free. Zombies should. This is going to be the final say. This is the final vote. This is world deciding. This is world deciding right here. Sorry. I have some other things here. I'm going to do a review for this real soon. Real soon. It's the new Nevox Bellotto AIO, and it's pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good. I don't love the RBA. But I do kind of like that AIO. You saw the Vapor SO Gen. It made it back in here. I stole this straight from Kitchen Guy because I've been vaping it so much. I brought it in here. Sweet Bourbon Peach, JMW, and then it's the Hex. This is the king of the desk, It's the Hexome. It's the Indonesia Vape Zoo, skip around to the room, Hexome, matchy recoil, matchy purple, matchy green, matchy purple, Stevie's Collective Simulation. The banana tobacco is in here, and it's, I think this is king of the desk. King of the desk. Pretty sure this is king of the desk right now. Holy shit. Stevie's Collective is out of hand. This is on my desk still, but I haven't been vaping it very much. I want to find a new vessel for this raisin sesame bagel liquid that I've been vaping. I want to find a new vessel for it. I don't know if I want to keep it in this RDA, put it on something else. Not that I'm against the recoil or the reload and the drag 4. It's just not super matchy. It's fine. It's a fine setup. It's a perfectly fine and dope setup. That liquid is bonkers. Bonkers. Times 5. Times 4. Bonkers times 100. And that's it. Really, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more things on my desk that haven't been getting a ton of use. You know, they're kind of fading to the back of the desk. I keep the things I like at the front, and then as the rows go back, it goes back and back. And in the very, very back, it's like empty things. It's like a mech mod with no batteries, a Boro with no Boro, a mech with no batteries, just stuff that's like barely hanging on the edge of the desk. Barely hanging on the edge of the desk. Sexy Boro, too bad it has a built-in battery. What's that? Oh, the Pixel? Yeah, the Pixel's pretty good. Ian, Sesame Raisin Bagel out of Indonesia. It's a Hexohm liquid. It is busting. Sesame Raisin Bagel. We did it for the very random liquid tasting last week, and it completely blew me away. Completely blew me away in every single way. Every single way. Oh, that dual battery squonk. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of a little bit up in the air right now. If I'm being real. If I'm being real with you, we haven't circled back around on it in a number of months, and it's one of those like, I don't know, just question mark right now. But I'll give you a firm maybe. I'll give you a firm maybe. You don't know where you put your recoil rebel? Yeah, that happens. That happens, Nick. Happens to me. Happens to the best of us. That hashtag shed time life. I get it. Jay's coming out with another Boro mod? I thought vaping was dead. Oh, not when he wants money? Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess that's allowed. Whatever. Live your life. I wanted to, right now, maybe just retro vape and chill. I feel like I want to build some round wire coils for some reason. Do you want to get into some sexy retro vaping? Let's just go. Let's do it right now. I was going to have you guys vote again, but this RDA has been up on the chopping block for weeks now. It feels like weeks and weeks now. And it just never gets chosen. And I'm starting to feel bad for it. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for it. So I'm going to throw on some lo-fi chilled beats, and we are going to build this RDA finally. Yeah, it's happening. Well, let me get my build stand. Hang on. I've been waiting. I feel like I've just been waiting. I want to vape this, and I don't know why. I truly and honestly don't really even remember this RDA. Why does it look like that? The world may never know. This, I don't even know what. I don't even know where. I don't even know what it is. But it's an RDA that I dug out. It's a Kenelosity. It's a velocity deck, but with Kennedy airflow. It's like, that can't miss. That's the only logo that's on the front of it. And I don't know that there's actually anything on the bottom. I don't know why my white balance is so messed up on this. Hang on. I'm not okay with this. You hear the dogs barking? Let's try that. Let's do a little bit warmer. A little bit warmer of a tone there. Oh wait, we were gonna look on the bottom. The BF 189 out of the Philippines? Oh, Vicious Ant. Oh, this is a Vicious Ant. Oh my lord. This is a Vicious Ant. You don't like the velocity decks, Vicky? I like the velocity decks. I like the velocity decks. How come you don't vape the mods? What did you say? And devices you collab with in the past. I do. I still do. I would just hold up a recoil. I'm vaping my own Hexome recoil combo. I just took down the Type 2 yesterday. I think I just took down the Type 2 yesterday. I actually don't know if this is a... Oh, it has a squonk pin installed on it. Okay, well that means we have to at least put it on a squonk, even if there's no hot squonking action happening, because I don't want to drip through this and drip it into a device or anything like that. But it's a velocity, a Kenelocity deck. Kenelocity? What should we call it? This is a high-end RDA. This is a Vicious Ant that I didn't even know I had this whole time. It's a Vicious Ant RDA. Vicious Ant used to make RDAs. That was a thing they used to do. I haven't heard from Vicious Ant in a really long time. All I ever see from Vicious Ant is, you know, Vicious Ant and Jay Hayes being mad at each other. Those are Phillips head screws in there too. That ain't no, do I have a Phillips head screw? Yes. Okay. See, we don't need round wire for this. We can put a fancy build in this because it's a Vicious Ant and it's got big, wide post holes. I think we can put a bigger build in this. Tsunamity? It is a Tsunamity. I mean, this is the velocity deck. This is, I mean, hole for hole, screw for screw. That is the velocity deck. That is the velocity deck, the most popular deck. It was like this or the Goon. Everything was a Goon style clamp deck, or everything was a velocity style deck. All of the clones. All of the clones. All right, well, I'm gonna go into my bag of coils that I love. And I know I'm gonna pull out things that probably aren't gonna work well in here. I mean, if this is a high-end RDA, I feel like it needs some proper coils, and not proper coils the person. Let's put some Game Over Mans. Oh, these are 3.5 millimeter? That should fit in there. That should fit in there. Just empty. Beautiful. Yeah, Drip Theory Fralians. Those look honkin'. Honkin'. Sorry, I'm going to try to pick out some coils here. Series fused. No, I don't want to use those. Just some straight up Moke for fused Claptons. Oh, these are series as well. These are series. Maybe I started just saving series coils in this? Maybe I just started saving series coils in this? I kind of think these 3.5 millimeter guys would fit in here real nicely, though. It's got a big... Yep, Drip Theory. Excellent call. Excellent call out right there. 1000%. Pre-twist your leads for minimal deformation. It's because you can see that those slots are slots. And when you put a wide coil in there, like I'm about to put this wide coil in there. If this wasn't sealed up like Fort fucking Knox. Is that still a thing? Is Fort Knox still like a thing? There's just a big sticker across this, which is making it impossible to open. It takes up like a quarter of the packaging. Aha! Okay, those are big boys. Uh-oh. Let's see. It's just not quite wide enough. And I'm going to be picky. It's just not quite wide enough. Let's check in with Triple C Coils. He's got something for me. I know it. Come on, Triple C. Don't let me down. See, I had to should these. Okay, yeah, let's go with these. Nope, those are way too... This is going to require a little bit bigger of a coil, I'm learning. We might actually have to go with like a series. Actually, I don't know if that's going to be wide enough either. Sorry, I apologize. I should have, Demo, 3mm framed staples. Shout out to Demo Vapes. The Velux RDA. Bounty killer over there on Twitch. The Velux RDA, they say. Oh, I like it. Velux. Velux. Okay, if I can't find another good coil... Sorry guys, you don't have to... I should have honestly picked out these coils way before the stream. And I apologize. This is why we run long. You know? This is why we run long. Tasers. What is that? Oh yeah, this is gonna be tough. Those are like a pretty good distance apart. It's a pretty good distance apart. Here, we're gonna go with some triple C coils. These look like these will fit. They're called tasers, and I don't know exactly what that means. Tasers? It's all in NI 83mm 5 wraps. Okay, maybe we won't go with tasers. I'm getting too hot, you know. The Dixon has to come off. That's the problem. That's the problem. But what? My post is a little bit wobbly. Hey now. Yeah, post is a little bit wobbly. What's going on there? Can't tell ya. Couldn't tell ya. Couldn't tell ya. No, those can't be it. I might not have a coil for this. This is a big, this is a big deck. And it doesn't help when maybe these demos will work. I mean, it'll kind of go in there, but that's going to be a pain in the asshole. Okay, I'm going to position this, clip them. Twist my leads. Dicky Mo. Dicky Mo. Then I'm just going to eyeball the other one. There's some sort of thing that happens when you're streaming, and I don't know what it is. I can't explain this. Murphy's Law of some sort. Everything goes wrong. Can't find anything. I set things down. Literally 1 second later, they're just gone. Oh, cool. I don't know where I put anything. It's live, and you have this whole, like... Pre-cutting and then pre-twisting leads means it's a really good RDA. Let's see. Yeah, see? Oh, shit. And I'm doing it wrong because it's top, top, bottom, bottom. It's supposed to be top, bottom, and that sucks. Damn it, Demo. Nope. This coil's not going to work. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. We're never going to get to vape this. Maybe it was not supposed to be. It was never supposed to be vape. Never supposed to be vaped. Where the hell did my new Twisted Timmies go? This is really all I have to choose from right now? For real, though? Okay. See, but even these, drip theory, straightened your leads. Just crimping leads. No, that's not going to work. I fucked up a drip theory coil. Well, I feel bad about that. Feel bad about that. Okay, so the requirements for a velocity deck are you can't have the leads going off in the same direction. All coil builders started doing that. I'm really close to just giving up on this. Jeez. I'm sorry I didn't have these coils picked out. I just keep pulling out the same thing. How many times am I going to fucking pull out the FDH micro twisted boros? 1,000? 2,000? Nope, I fucked up the clown coils too. You know, maybe these will work. Maybe these will work. No. I'm at a loss right now. Holy shit. We might go round wire. We might go round wire. Oh, here's a new Twisted Timmy's. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, Timmy kind of does it too. But these series aliens. Okay, that's the ticket. That's the ticket, Timmy. Timmy to the rescue with some series aliens. See how they span the distance perfectly? That makes life 1,000 times easier. 2,000, 6,000 times easier. Okay, I just have to not mess these up. Just have to not mess them up. That's easy, right? No, it's not. It's difficult. I'm gonna have to just end up screwing these in sideways. They're gonna get distorty. 3.5 millimeters. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, look at that. So these are going to be spaced. These are going to be spaced. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, that's at least a 6 out of 10 install right there. At least. At least. I promise the next Reto Vape, I'll have my coils all ready to go. I have them all picked out, ready to go. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Dicky Mo. Dicky Mo. Just chugging right along. And this goes in the top and that goes in the bottom. Yeah, see, I don't know, with the right coils, man. With the right coils. Not taking Drip Theory's advice right there. Twist your leads. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then I just don't. Like, oh yeah, good idea. I feel like those are too close to the posts or too close to the outside. We might be running the risk of not being able to vape this. I'm worried about it being too close to the top cap. Way too close to the top cap. They should fit. Those should fit because there's not an interior AFC. These should fit because there's not an interior AFC. Hang on, Dickie Mo. Dickie Mo. Nailed it. I wish I had known this was a vicious ant RDA this whole time. Dickie Mo, all right. That's like a 4 out of 10 install? 5 out of 10? Best? At best? Yeah, probably. 3 out of 10 install? 1 out of 10? That's fine. You can be fine. You can give me a 1. I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Stop it. All right, let's see what we got. To keep spinning this thing around. Let's measure. It's reading a 0.27 right now, but that's going to change. We're going to fire this at like 20 watts, maybe 28 watts. Fire. Hey, look, it's kind of glowing right there. Low watts. Low watts. Hot spot right there. Yeah. Glowing. That is straight up glowing. And they're glowing pretty good. Thanks for the pro tip, Drip Theory. Appreciate you, pimp. Appreciate you, bro. What's up, Stu Rep? What's up, Stu Rep? Twisted Timmy's Series Aliens. Twisted Timmy's Series Aliens. Now there should... Yeah. Plenty of room. Oh, thank God. That's great. I'm so happy about that. Can't tell you how happy I am. I'm turning the wattage up. I'm going to get a fresh resistance reading. Those are warm. Woo! Careful now. Warm. Well, you know, they're series coils. So, can we measure? 0.28, 0.27, 0.27, 0.27 over and over again. Okay. I don't know if that's exactly series. We're going to use some dumb cotton, I think, tonight. Because hashtag 3.5 millimeter coils, I think I might be able to get away with one piece of this split in half. I think I might be able to get away with one piece of this split in half. The chill beats too loud? It's like party beats right now. No? Not bad. Not bad. I know that's too much cotton. I know it's a bunch. It's a bunch, and I'm copping to it. I need new vape shears. I've been using these vape shears for like, I don't even know, 7 years? Never got them sharpened. I'm kind of expecting the flavor on this to be really good. That Kennedy airflow does not mess around. The bottom-up airflow, it's just good. Hey now. Yeah. This looks great. I'm just gonna need a couple of speed holes because they work. Don't let anybody tell you different. Speed holes are real. That is a 100 out of 10. Yes. 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 Now, what was the name of this RDA? What was the name of it? Get back into this Mango and Co. We're gonna mess around with some of this fluid. I've still got a bunch of this, not a bunch, I've got like half a bottle of this Mango & Co. and it's just really good. I have a feeling this is going to be very Kennedy pop and paint, especially with the squonk pin installed there. I can already smell it. This liquid's delicious. Shout out to Fluid. Ow! Still just reading a 0.27? That can't be accurate. I feel like that can't be accurate. 0.27? These are series? It's a good looking RDA too. Oh, look at that. Leaking out the airflow and everything. Leaking out the airflow and everything. Well, I guess at the moment, I'm going to see if I can run this on an Empire. See what the Empire is really made of. Oh, yeah. That airflow is bad. Why is that airflow so bad? Why is the airflow so bad? Is that why I don't like this RDA? You hear it? Do you hear the turbulence? You hear the turbulence, right? I can't be the only one. I'm wondering if that's why I don't like this RDA, and that's why it's been in the Reto Vape. I feel like I wouldn't just bin, you know, a vicious ant RDA. No, there's no way the Empire is going to struggle bubble with this. That's insane amounts of voltage drop. It's dropping at 40 watts, 40 plus watts. Okay, but that also means that, hang on, I have a dual battery squonk. I wasn't expecting this Empire to run a series, the original Empire anyway. Where the hell ass shit did I put it, damn it? Oh, there it is. We were going to use it for the very random liquid tasting, but I happen to have a dual battery version of a similar squonker. Yeah, see, that's a point. It's reading a 0.4 on here now. 0.38. That's a 0.38, 94 watts. That airflow, already hate it. Already hate it. Wow, already hate it. Yeah. Yeah. The flavor's good. That flavor is objectively good. You run a 0.34 on your Hog XL. You know, I have the Hog XL, but I just never get it out. I never use it. I just don't. It's something about quad 18650s. Check the 510 pin? Why am I checking it? It is checked. What am I checking? Did it look low? Is that what you're telling me? It's a Squonk 510 pin. It's pretty in there. It's pretty protruding. Maybe for that loose and for the resistance. Yeah. Snug. Snug as it's going to get. Snug as it's going to get. And it got freaking liquid everywhere. This is a very poppin' paint. I couldn't imagine this working well as a squonker either, just because of the way the airflow sits. Airflow sits right underneath the coils. Can you see that? Airflow sits right underneath your coils. So if you squonk up through the middle, it's just going to flow directly into the airflow. Am I crazy? Or is that what's going to happen with this? Okay, so maybe Vicious Ant made a clunker? Maybe Vicious Ant made a clunker. I can't do that airflow. That is so turbulent. I tighten the pin and it's reading a 0.26 now instead of a 0.36 now. The flavor's delicious. Airflow ain't. Airflow ain't. Airflow is sharp. Airflow is turbulent. Wacky turbulent airflow. It feels unnecessarily turbulent. I hope that you can hear that. Can you hear that? This is the yet to be named Empire Dual Battery Squonk 18650. This is one of those like, oh, I'm not supposed to be showing it off. And then like a year goes by and it's like, I guess I'm still not supposed to be showing this off. Maybe it's going to get released. Nobody really knows. You think it would be better with 2.5 millimeter coils, the airflow? It feels like, I think it's because they tried to mesh it out on the inside. Like if you look in there, the airflow holes are holes. I don't know if that's what's causing turbulence, but something is causing heavy turbulence. Something between that hole and that hole. Excessive turbulence. Truly excessive turbulence. I didn't know that Vicious Ant made a clunker RDA. I'm happy to have this information now. You can use that at a trivia contest or at a family meeting, family get-together over Thanksgiving. You can turn to your uncle and say, hey, did you know Vicious Ant released a clunker RDA? And he'll just say, I don't know what that means. You can be like, I know. But yeah, Vicious Ant released a clunker RDA. The Vox, V-A-U-X, the VAW, the flavor's not good enough to make up for the turbulence, Paul F. Not even a little. Yeah, but that's not going to change the airflow, Kip. Is that going to change the airflow? Plus, this RDA has a squonk pin in it, so I'm pretty sure Chuck, that's what it feels like. It feels like on the inside, it's just flat. Like it doesn't swoop on the inside. It's just gung hitting a hard wall and then gung hitting a hard wall up. That's... The trade-off of the turbulence is not worth the flavor. The liquid's great. Let me tell you how good Fluid Mango & Co. is. This is a tasty, tasty liquid. But it ain't worth that airflow. Dang, Vicious Ant. What the hell, really, even Vicious Ant? That's not a good RDA. It's just not good. Hang on, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping here. I'm going to say that's not a good RDA. And I don't like it. If I take a really soft drag, it's much nicer. It's much less turbulent. The problem is these are series coils. I put freaking series coils in here. So I kind of have to take a hard rip on it. You kind of don't have a choice with series. It's like, no, you're going to pull hard. You're going to pull hard. You're just going to do it. Sell it? Nah, I'll give it away. I don't need to sell it. Ellen! Made it live! Well, you just missed the clunker of an RDA from Vicious Ant called the VAUX, the Vox. It's not a good RDA. I wonder what those were originally selling for. Does anybody want to be my man in the chair and tell me how much those were selling for originally? There's got to be reviews for it. Maybe I even did a review for it. Shit, what did I say about that RDA? Oh yeah, it's got great airflow, smooth airflow. Love that. Love that smooth, Vicious Ant airflow. Love it. No, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I most likely will give that away. Maybe I'll give it away to one of my patrons, you know? Maybe I'll give it away to one of my patrons. You never know. Slater! Coolest guy we know is here now. Watch out. Slater's entered the chat. All right, you guys. Let's forget that the Vicious Ant Clunker RDA exists, because it does. It does exist. It does exist, unfortunately. But let's get into the news. You know, let's get into the news. You can calm down there, lo-fi chilled out beats. Are you motherfuckers ready? Vox, V-A-U-X, the sub-ohm guy, V-A-U-X. You know, that's a very Forsaken, absolutely. That's a thing that happens in vaping, honestly, a lot. And that's one of the fun things of retro vaping is seeing what holds up, you know? Maybe at that time when this Vicious Ant came out, it was like, oh, this deck, this flavor, oh. But by today's standards, that airflow, like we've learned how to smooth out airflow, you know? We learned how to do it. We mesh it. We angle it. We do other weird chamfers and things to smooth out airflow. That just was like, it's really rough, and we're just going to leave it really rough. We're just going to leave it really rough. V-A-U-X, sub-ohm guy, V-A-U-X. V-A-U-X. You want to talk about what's going on? I don't really, but let's do it anyway.
Are you motherfuckers ready? It's news and advocacy time. Let the truth fire trip.
Aye, George boy, aye, yo. Radiohead, $64? 90 euro? Oh, okay. So that was, you know, 64, but out of the US, $64, 60 to 95 bucks. Well, hey, look, that can be an investment for somebody else. I'm going to give it away on you know, to my Patreon, and then whoever receives it, you can vape it. You can, I mean, really do whatever you want. I don't care what you do with it after you do that. After I give it to you, it's no longer my concern. No, it's not me singing that. I don't have that good of vocals. I'm not really going to, I don't know if I'm going to touch so hard on the UK. We can touch on the UK real quick. Nothing good's going on in the UK. Nothing. In fact, here, if we want to touch on the UK real quick, I was planning on spending more time on this next week because it's a slow moving thing. Oh, maybe I don't have it pulled up. Yeah, the Department of Health and Social Care, they're essentially reintroducing the tobacco and vapes bill. They are introducing a flat tax in the United Kingdom, or hoping to introduce a flat tax in the United Kingdom. It has nothing to do with nicotine levels and everything to do with bottle size. So a 10 ml bottle of e-liquid will have the exact same tax as a 10 ml bottle of zero nicotine e-liquid. And a big short fill bottle of, let's say, fluid with no nicotine in it would be taxed the exact same as if it had nicotine in it. It's just based on bottle size. It's a flat tax. It's awful. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Really awful idea. And on top of that, hey, they're trying to we're introducing the Tobacco and Vapes bill to protect the public and the economy from the harms of smoking, even though it's the Vapes bill. They're trying harms of smoking, vapes, harms of smoking, vapes, harms of smoking, vapes. I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. Our plans include banning smoking outside schools, children's playgrounds, and hospitals. Why is it called the Tobacco and Vapes bill? Let's see.
And disability in the UK, causing around 80,000 deaths a year. It causes diseases and conditions ranging from stillbirth through asthma in children.
Why am I taking advice from this guy? He doesn't even have hair.
Heart disease and stroke, many cancers, particularly lung cancer, and dementia in old age, amongst other diseases.
He's correct about everything so far.
Most smokers wish they'd never started,
those are
but they're
all
now
parts of
addicted
smoking
and had their
cigarettes.
choices taken away. Alongside the harms of smoking directly, passive smoking, second-hand smoke, can cause multiple harms, including lung disease and cardiovascular disease. It's therefore very important that we protect individuals and vulnerable people from the effects of passive smoking.
Cool, man. So the Tobacco and Vapes bill isn't just includes banning smoking cigarettes outdoors and in front of hospitals. It's called the Tobacco and Vapes bill. And the vapes part of it are things like nicotine strengths, packaging requirements, no colors, no graphics, no nothing. It has to be, behind the counter and like plain white bottles and things like this. They have a lot of restrictions on vapes and the new tax coming. So yeah, he's just enthralling, isn't he? And what kills me about this, I've watched this so many times. And I keep thinking, I wonder how many times he had to do that. He looks so uncomfortable. Just look at this. Look how thoroughly uncomfortable. He's like, smoking real bad. Sorry, I'm going to start from the top again. And they're just like, take your time. And he's like, okay. Well, 80,000 people die every year. I'm sorry. Is it warm in here? Can I get something to drink? He looks so uncomfortable. He looks so awkward. So exciting. I hope he never has to deliver like really exciting news. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves. It's too exciting. I am going to also link in the description. So that's kind of really all I got for the UK. That's what's going on right now. I was going to dive into it a little bit more next week. It's a slow moving thing. It's a slow moving thing. His tie wasn't straight. Don't trust him. There's dead giveaways about a person's character, whether their tie is straight. It's a thing. I want to put this in the description. eSig Intelligence USA Vape Consumer Survey 2024. Everybody go do this. It's well worth your time. This is data collection of U.S. vapors in the United States of America. That's what U.S. vapors means. United States of America. And this is the data that gets used and distributed to people like politicians, to people like lawmakers, to people passing flavor bans and PMTA registry bills in every state in the Republic. This is where that data goes. It's really, really useful, helpful data. So please, everybody, I'm going to put a link. I'm going to put a link in the chat literally right now. I'll put a link in the description. It's just a quick survey. Click it, bookmark it, click it, come back to it. Just do it. It's really helpful. Astronomically helpful. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to, I don't even want to include this. This is going to be in the what the fuck. We'll do that. We'll include that in the what the fuck next week. We'll include that in the what the fuck next week. I got some real good news here. 6 days. 6 days. I do too, DCF. I do too. I don't know. Hang on, I'll get to that in a second. 6 days. 6 days. In 6 days, Sweden will be a smoke-free country. They've been working up to it all year, and we're literally 6 days away. And I think that's just the most impressive thing. An entire country is smoke-free right now. The first country... No, I'm sorry. It's the second country. Second country in the world behind New Zealand. They were first. New Zealand's a little small country, though. There's just a little country, a little tucked down in there. It's like, what, like 80 people in New Zealand? It's probably easy to be smoke-free country. Although, they had a long road ahead of them. They're a smoke-free country. In 6 days, Sweden's about to become the first smoke-free country. And nobody at World Health or, I don't know, FDA, CDC, nobody in tobacco control is acknowledging the existence of New Zealand or Sweden in any way. They give awards. World Health gives, awards to India when they ban vaping, even though like 82% of the citizens of India all smoke cigarettes. World Health gives them an award. It's out of control. Tobacco control is a cult, and I hate everything about it. Just acknowledge the existence of Sweden. That's all I would really like is an acknowledgement. Even if you just threw it in there, it would make people think. You could say, well, we're cracking down on vapes, for X, Y, and Z reasons. They're toxic for you. They're bad for cardiovascular. And then people will go, what's up with Sweden? Well, they're an outlier. That's an outlier. Don't pay attention to that. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Don't pay attention to Sweden. Don't pay attention to Sweden. 6 days. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this every day. Yesterday I did 7 days. Now I'm going to do 6 days. Freaking smoke-free Sweden. It's incredible. I mean, honestly, it's incredible. I love it. Let me shout this out. Actually, here, let me shout this out real quick. Filter Mag did a great little 30-minute documentary on Mark. Do you know Mark Sliss from 906 Vapor? He's a tireless advocate on Twitter. I feel like I've been following him for a long time. This guy, he's spoken at many committee meetings, House Oversight Committee. Filter did a little 30-minute documentary on him and his shop, and how the FDA and how local and state regulations and how people quit smoking and this, that, and the other. And it's like a documentary about Mark and his shop, and his dog Bernie's in it. And it's amazing. I've watched this and I love it. And I would encourage everybody to watch it. Everybody. It's just wildly entertaining. Because we're kind of in this space. We know vape shops. We know what they do. We know what goes on there. This portrays that perfectly. It's the most accurate representation of like what goes on in a vape shop, what actually happens in there. Okay, real quick, we're going to have a little bit of story time. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to really wrap this up quickly because time constraints and the such as. But yeah. So there's a lot happening in the U.S. Obviously, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. We just had a big traumatic election, and it's a little bit tense here for whatever reasons. It's a little bit tense here, but we're moving on. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. We got Trump back in the White House, and he did make a statement about vaping shortly before the election. To me, this came across as like just using the shotgun approach. Like, I will say whatever and I'll make any promise, like vote for me. He was just saying anything to anyone. It's like, can we have this? He's like, yes. Want that? Yes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do anything anybody asks for. And then there was one random post in there about, I saved flavored vaping in 2019. I saved flavored vaping in 2019, and it greatly helped people get off smoking. I raised the age to 21, keeping it away from the kids. Kamala and Joe want everything banned, killing small businesses all over the country. I'll save vaping again. And I'll tell you guys what I said on Twitter, and that is put as much faith and stock into that statement as you want to. Me personally, I don't really believe him very much anymore these days. It's a little bit of a sticky area to walk in, and I really try to remain very diplomatic here because, look, as far as I'm concerned, as far as GrimmGreen is concerned, as far as this channel is concerned, what do we care about? Harm reduction, period. It's like harm reduction, vaping, there you go. That's what I care about. Harm reduction, vaping. I don't let sometimes my personal politics get too involved in this, but you know, I'm a never Trump guy. I've voted libertarian up and down the ticket since 2016, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I just don't. Outside of that, I don't like, it just sticks in my craw that he says I saved flavored vaping in 2019, because that is a misrepresentation of what was going on in 2019. He saved flavored vaping from his own ban. He proposed banning all flavored vaping, and then they had the White House meeting, and he backpedaled a bunch and said, no, we're just going to ban flavored pods. Pre-filled flavored pods are going to be banned, and that left a gigantic void in the market that was filled with disposables. So that's where we're at right now. He saved flavored vaping from his own ban, and that's, I don't know why he's taking credit for saving vaping. It was his ban. That's not, I mean, that doesn't work. I can't walk up to my wife and swing like I'm going to punch her in the face, you know, and then say, oh, aren't you glad I saved you from me punching you in the face? I saved you from me punching you in the face. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way this works. That's not the way any of this works. More importantly, I think than that is, sure, I mean, is this a thing that Trump said that he means? Or is this just a thing Trump said? You know, there's, who knows anymore? Do we know anymore? Because he'll say things and then I'll go, he just said this. And then people go, no. That's not what he said. He didn't, that's not, you know, that was like a not true thing. But this other thing is a true thing. It's like, well, I don't know where the measuring stick is. I don't know if what he's saying is real or what he's saying is not real. I hope he's more serious about vaping. You know, I hope he's more serious about this than he is about, you know, things like tariffs or mass deportations, you know, or giving cops federal immunity. Those are the things I hope he's not serious about. Vaping is the thing that I hope he might be a little bit serious about. What this is going to come down to in the United States, it's the Supreme Court. The FDA is going to the Supreme Court. I'm going to Washington, D.C. with my new haircut and my shaved face and my fucking throat tattoo, and I'm going to be wearing a suit, and I'm going to be sitting in the Supreme Court watching the opening arguments of Trident, Wages and White Lion versus the FDA. I think that is where this is going to be decided. Hands down. I think that's where this is going to be decided, in the courts. And this is something I thought for a really long time, that this is going to be decided by the courts. This isn't going to be decided by a ballot referendum. This isn't going to be decided by a vote. This isn't going to be decided by FDA. This is going to be decided by the court, and I still very, very, very believe that. Very, very believe that. There are something like 10 amicus briefs filed against the FDA in this, and there's 2 amicus briefs filed in favor of FDA. I don't know. I'm putting my stock in the courts, and I think the courts are going to look at everything that FDA did, and I don't think they're going to stand for any of that nonsense. You know, I don't think they are. They don't like government overreach. They don't like, you know, people that are supposed to be regulating the industries, working in the industries, and then picking the winners and losers in those industries, you know? And I'm not a throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of guy. I think that FDA's tobacco control is hogwash, and I think the Center for Tobacco Products isn't doing their job very well. But I think FDA otherwise does some good. You know, it's not just binary for me. It's not like you did one thing bad, so everything you're doing is bad. Or you did one thing good, and so that means everything you're doing is good. Nothing in the world works that way. Literally nothing. There's always nuance to it. There's always intricacies and delicacies and lots of little moving parts. So FDA's Center for Tobacco Products, they've done nothing well. They've regulated all of us out of existence and handed the market over to big tobacco. That's what they did. And so maybe FDA is shitty at this. Maybe FDA is shitty at that. Maybe they're not as shitty at finding contaminated romaine lettuce. Maybe they're actually really good at finding contaminated romaine lettuce. I can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I just can't. I've never been able to do that. Never been able to do that. So yes.
F the FDA.
Again.
F the FDA.
My favorite part of that clip is right afterwards. He's looked so seriously at the camera and he goes, "It's not funny." I'm sorry, Azar, that is funny.
F the FDA.
Yeah. So F the FDA. They're going to court. And apparently now everybody hates the FDA. Like, do you remember when we hated the FDA before it was cool? Remember that? Remember how we were the hipsters of hating the FDA? Everyone's like, why do you hate the FDA? We started hating the FDA before anybody else started hating the FDA, okay? We were first. We were first. So yeah, F the FDA. Send them to court. I hope they get their asses slapped by the entire Supreme Court. Just every member of the Supreme Court ruling against the FDA. Send them back to the drawing board. New PMTAs, new regulatory process. Let's go. Let's go. We'll see. We'll see what happens, you know? We'll see what happens. We have a president who did make a post about vaping, which I hope he was more serious about that than some other things he said. And we have the FDA going to the Supreme Court. Like, I don't know. It could be really good. Ultimately, I think it's going to be a good year for vaping. I think next year is going to be a pretty good year for vaping, unless, what's a worst case scenario? Trump doesn't live up to any of the things he said, including vaping, and then FDA wins this case. And the Supreme Court goes, nope, FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, well within their rights. They did everything correctly. They had a public comment period. They went through every PMTA perfectly. FDA did nothing wrong. That would be like the worst case scenario, That would be the worst case scenario, but I do not see that happening even a little bit. And maybe I'm wrong. My vibe checks have been wrong. My predictions have been wrong. I predicted in 2021 that by the end of the year, a flavored Juul would be authorized by the FDA, and I was really confident in that prediction until I was wrong. And then I went, well, shit, I was wrong about that. Okay, well, so my prediction's probably not worth too much these days, but the stage is being set pretty well, I think. And the little cherry on the top, I think, is the Supreme Court. FDA, the Supreme Court. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. I don't hope the FDA gets disbanded. I don't, it's I think it's silly to if I had a leaky faucet in my bathroom, I wouldn't tear down my whole house. I would fix the leaky faucet. That's what I would do. And it can be done. And you can just fix the leaky faucet, and then your whole house is working well again. And then if my toilet backs up, I don't tear down my whole house and rebuild it from the ground up going, now the toilet's going to work. No, I could probably fix the toilet. I could probably fix the refrigerator. No need to tear down my whole house. Could probably fix the refrigerator. Be like, why aren't you working? Fix just you. The rest of the house is pretty okay. Maybe I need to paint a bedroom. Not going to tear down my whole house, repaint the bedroom, you know. But it's going to be interesting. It's kind of going to be interesting, you know. I'm just here for the ride. I said wind earlier. My other, what's it called? Analogy. My other analogy was the speeding freight train. The speeding freight train of vaping has left the building, and it is just barreling down the tracks, and I'm just hanging on the side, and that's it. And I'm trying to steer it as best I can, but it's a train, you know? That's how it felt for many, many years, and now I feel like I'm on a sailboat, and I can adjust my own sails, you know? FDA is gonna get, what's that, Azar?
F the FDA.
I had a feeling he was gonna say that. Unbelievable. Azar, Secretary Azar, what a jerk. What a jerk. Azar, he's the worst of them, you know. Secretary Alex Azar at FDA was the worst of them. He's the guy like Scott Gottlieb who would whisper the important parts like, vaping is less harmful than smoking cigarettes. Youth vaping epidemic! Vaping is less harmful than smoking cigarettes, and if you switch right now, you'll save your life. Youth vaping epidemic! Said the important parts quiet and the unimportant parts loud, and then he left FDA and went to go work for a fucking vape company. So what was that?
F the FDA.
That's right, F the FDA. So, it's exciting times. It's exciting times. Just be thankful. I mean, down in Australia, yeah, James R. I hate what's happening in Australia, for the record. I mean, I think that goes without saying, but I truly, truly hate what's going on in Australia. I hate the idea that people, you know, they pass laws and then you're like, I guess that did apply to me. I'm a criminal now. Cool. Yeah, California has a flavor ban. But I'm going to make that my mission to overturn the flavor ban. People have told me not to bother. Really important people have told me not to bother, but I'm going to bother, you know? I'm going to bother. I'm going to get to work in California next year, I think. I just need a change of pace, a change of scenery, something. Like, I love what I do, and I love doing this, and I love being an advocate, and I like doing whatever I can to help in any way possible, and I love my content, and I love my audience. And occasionally I think, I wonder if there's something else I could do like one day a week. Like, can I go volunteer and clean up a beach or something, or work for the parks department, you know, get outdoors, do something. So I'm going to try to get more involved in my local community here and also in California in general for the flavor ban. I have some ideas, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what pans out. I've considered running for office, James Cruz. I really have. And this is what I pictured was me on a billboard, you know, just like this. Black t-shirt, throat tattoo, bald hair, you know, running for whatever, District 4, City Council, something dumb. But then it's a billboard with me. And then on the text is going to say something along the lines of, there was eventually going to be a tattooed politician. There's eventually going to be a tattooed politician. We might as well pull the Band-Aid off right now and elect Nick Green. There's going to be tattooed politicians. That can be my whole thing. That can be my whole... You think that'll get me votes? There's going to be a tattooed politician someday. We might as well just accept the inevitable. What's up? F the FDA. That'll be my... I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to check in on some super chats. I think that's it for news. Sorry, that did go a little bit long, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything out there. I would like to talk about, you know what? Shit, no. We're reading this. We're reading this. This is what the whole vlog thumbnail title is about. I don't care. I need to read this. This is a really, truly spectacular piece. It is heart-wrenching and just it's Skip Murray wrote this for Filter Magazine. So let's just have a little bit of story time with GrimmGreen. Grab a beer, grab your vape, tuck in. Let's read this. I just want you to know, Every time I've read this, it makes me a little bit blubbery, you know, a little bit misty-eyed. And I read it twice today before the stream. And when I get to the part, it makes me a little bit misty-eyed, like literally every time. And it just hits with me. And this speaks more than, I mean, this is bureaucracy. This is the VA. This is the government. This is everything keeping you from, you know, having the life and letting you live the life that you want. In my vape shop, I learned how the VA lets veterans down. Tuck in. Coming from Skip Murray, I miss owning a vape shop. It was gratifying to help people stop smoking. Some wonderful people walked through my door in a small town in Minnesota, and I was honored that they chose me to help change their lives. It was in July 2019 that one older man came in. I'll never forget him. Even as he approached the counter, it was clear that he was struggling to breathe. As he reached for his phone, he pulled out 2 inhalers out of his pocket. We began chatting, and he told me that it was an act of desperation to go into a vape shop. Act of desperation to go into a vape shop. He was a veteran with COPD. He had minimal funds to work with. When I called him sir, he told me to call him Bob, a nickname he'd been giving during the Vietnam War. I was determined that he wasn't leaving without a vape. No matter how little he had to spend, I had to help him quit smoking. The doctors at Veteran Affairs Medical Center had been telling him to quit for years, he related, but nothing they suggested helped him succeed in that. By coming into my shop, Bob was going against the advice of the VA doctors. They'd told him that vaping was just as bad for you as smoking. The VA doctors told Bob, who served in Vietnam, that vaping and smoking were just as bad. Regardless, he walked out with a refillable pod device, a spare box of pods, and some strawberry-flavored e-liquid ready to give it a try. When he came back the next day, bursting with pride because he hasn't smoked since the night before. My eyes filled with tears. But it got better because this time, Bob brought a few of his fellow veterans who saw him puffing on that thing and had to try it. His friend wanted the same vape setup. He decided he'd quit smoking too. Over the next 2 weeks, Bob bought in 9 of his fellow vets to help get my help quit smoking. They called their vapes puffin' machines. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They definitely called them puffin' machines. You can like, I can't picture Bob. I can see Bob, but you just picture Bob puffing on his puffin' machine. They thought they were too old to benefit from quitting smoking, but as the VA rightly told them, it's never too late. They were surprised to find themselves feeling better and once they quit. The most frustrating thing about trying to help them was hearing exactly the same story from each of them. They had been to the VA, but none of the methods prescribed worked for them. The VA doctors urged them to not take up vaping. These deserving men had been let down. They had not been told the truth about the relative safety and efficacy of vaping as a smoking cessation method, nor given support to access the full range of options. All right, well, let's listen, Barbara, I love Grandpa Green as well. I don't know that it was the VA doctors, but I don't know. I miss Grandpa Green as well. That fall, the news was flooded with misinformation about vaping, and vaping nicotine was falsely associated with EVALI, an illness caused by vitamin E acetate and the illicitly manufactured THC cartridges. I was heartbroken to see some of my vets believing this inaccurate reporting and returned to smoking. Once again, they deserved better, and I wasn't about to have them die from smoking on my watch, so I took to printing volumes of data, hunted them down at their favorite coffee spots, and lots of talking, but eventually they all returned to vaping and were free from smoking once again. Already, let's make it normal. Let's normalize this, Michael. Let's normalize this. Just got the old puffin' machine. Got the old puffin' machine. But imagine, Vietnam veteran with COPD. The VA tells him not to vape. He goes into a vape shop, quits smoking. The news comes on, and the news again tells him, you shouldn't be vaping. And he once again goes back to smoking. And then finally comes back in after being hounded and finally got to quit smoking again. just because of misinformation, just because of disinformation. It has real world impacts. As I got to know them better, they made it clear that their stories were not unique and that nationwide, the VA discourages the use of vapes for veterans who can or won't stop smoking. When I heard this, I felt sure the VA would have developed better advice for smoking veterans in my recent years, but my research left me disappointed. The 96-page My Tobacco Cessation Workbook provided to veterans by the VA contains one discouraging paragraph about vapes. That's it. The 2023 Survey of Veteran Enrollees' Health and Use of Healthcare Findings report, meanwhile, is rife with the kind of misleading information that may prevent people who smoke from switching to safer alternatives, including warnings about cancer-causing chemicals, without the context that the dose makes the poison and an apparent endorsement of the myth of popcorn lung caused by vaping. The VA is telling veterans that vaping causes popcorn lung and that it has cancer-causing chemicals in it. Ignoring established science and refusing to adopt technological advances that could save veterans' lives is a failure of our commitment to those who served, Dr. Timothy Vermillion, a service-disabled veteran, recently wrote for Filter. It's time for the Veterans Administration to embrace innovation and get this right. The VA has taken big steps forward in encouraging harm reduction for people who use state-banned drugs, developing one initiative, for example, with input from veterans with lived experience of drug use. Over 900,000 people receiving VA care who currently smoke cigarettes are owed the same. The VA should listen to veterans who have made the switch to safer alternatives to smoking. They deserve to have a voice. Their stories can change minds and show how helpful these products can be. Considering that all veterans have been through, I don't think that's asking too much. You know what, Skip? I don't think so either. Fewer veterans smoke now compared to previous decades, which is excellent news, but too many who do smoke have been unable to stop, even with increased efforts by the VA, including newer resources such as quit smoking apps. Anything but vaping, isn't it? It's anything but vaping. Oh, have you tried this app? Nicotine's so addictive, an app can help you quit. Oh, thanks. Oh, CDC. No, I haven't tried bird watching yet. I mean, I do like some bird watching, but it doesn't seem to keep down my nicotine levels. You mean nicotine's so addictive I can quit by watching birds? Anything but vaping, right? Any shotgun approach you can take, every tool in the arsenal except vaping. Quit smoking apps? Did I leave a red mark on my face? Because that was a pretty hard face palm. If the VA endorsed and recommended options like vapes, pouches, and heated tobacco products, all associated with large-scale smoking cessation at population level, it could transform prospects for this populations. Of all those veterans I worked with, Bob was my favorite. He was a gruff old guy whom most people thought of as a crab ass. And it says that right there on the page, crab ass. People thought of him as a crab ass, but he had the kindest, most caring heart. You could just wiggle your way in you just had to wiggle your way in before he let you see it. I closed my vape shop at the end of 2021. The flood of misinformation was nonstop, as were the resulting bureaucratic hurdles imposed on small businesses in the vape industry. It just became impossible to continue. Bob had many health issues due to his decades of smoking and the things he was exposed to in Vietnam. Without my continued support at the vape shop and my constant debunking of the misinformation, Bob went back to smoking and died from pneumonia later that year in 2022. That upsets me. I don't even know Bob. I don't think I'm going to be able to read the rest of this. In September 2022, shortly after Bob passed away, I was on a panel in Washington, D.C. Our topic was Forgotten Smokers. And I plan to use my speaking time to share stories of people I helped on their journey. One of those people would be Bob. Before leaving DC, I showed my presentation to a group of veterans. I saw their eyes get misty when I told them Bob was one of the bravest people I'd ever known, and I vowed to conquer my fears by getting on stage and telling the stories of people like Bob. The guys were thrilled that veterans were included in my talk. I had told them, this is difficult. And that's kind of where this ends. The guys were thrilled that the veterans were included in my talk. I had told them that I would be meeting with other tobacco harm reduction advocates for drinks in DC, and before I left, they gave me a small envelope. They told me not to open it until I went out for that beer. They're jokers, and I thought for sure this was a gag gift. But when I opened it in the bar, money fell out. I had to ask a friend to read the note because I was too emotional. Speaking of too emotional, that's me right now because of Bob. Uh-oh, where'd the note go? Where'd the note go? Oh, here's the note. And the note. Vaping can save lives. Vaping will change lives. Change the world. Bob's proof. You're proof. You're proof. Michael, you're proof. Jay, you're proof. I'm not, you have something in your eye. Oh, God damn it, Steve-O. You're really trying to push me over the edge here? Yeah, we do know Bob. That's true. That's true. We do know Bob. So, yeah. Shout out to Bob. Mother truckin' Bob. This is for Bob. Rest in peace, Bob. Sorry for the field trip. I wasn't prepared for it. The first time I read it, I wasn't prepared for it. The 5th time I read it, I wasn't prepared. The 10th time I read it, I wasn't prepared. This time that I read it, it gets to me. Gets to me. So, thank you for some GrimmGreen story time. Appreciate you. And yes, I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, veterans deserve vapes. Adults deserve vapes. Anybody who smokes a cigarette deserves vaping. We're going to get there. We're going to get there one day. You know, we're going to get there someday. We're going to get there soon. Let's have one for Bob. Hope you like banana tobacco, Bob. Delicious. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with me for some story time with GrimmGreen. What I would like to do, we didn't do Assignment Planet Globe. We didn't do Assignment Planet Globe. Well, we're going to do it right now. We're going to do Assignment Planet Globe right now. Yeah. Yeah. Good. For Bob. For Bob. Puffin machine's out for Bob. Get your puffin machine. Vape for Bob. Yeah. Mind your own fucking business. Yeah. For Bob. Shots for Bob. Everything for Bob. This vlog's for Bob. Everything's for Bob. Bob life. It's an intense story, man. I couldn't imagine serving your country like that and then getting treated like that. No respect. Like, fuck that. Yeah. For Bob. For Bob. Let's do, I don't know why we're separating these so far into the vlog, but let's do this real quick. Because I got some good ones. It's Assignment America time, which means Assignment Planet Globe. See, this is what happens when I don't write down my whole vlog, you know, the timeline. I even wrote on here, line it up, exclamation point. That's a note to me. That's a terminology I use for myself. I tell myself to line it up. Line it up, Nick. Line it up. And that means just get your shit together. Like, get everything in order. The thumbnail is going to look great. The 5-minute hold screen, great. Get that. Line it up, Nick. Line it up. Didn't line it up tonight. Even though I wrote myself a note to line it up, I did not line it up. What are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do with me? That's ridiculous. But hey, it's Assignment America time. And this is where I want to see your bangers. I want to see what you vape. I just want to see it. I say this every week, but it's a little bit of a sickness. It started on Instagram with vape porn, and I just love seeing setups. Good, bad, ugly, multicolored, matchy or not, don't care. Just don't send me a picture of a cigarette. We'll be all good. I wanted to shout out a patron real quick. Candy Sandwiches. Yo-Yo Candy Sandwiches. Candy Sandwiches popped into the Yo-Yo recently in the Discord and posted up some pictures. He said, here's some retro pics that we did back in 2014. I don't know if you're ready for this. 2014. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Now, I don't know what mech that is. If anybody can tell me, if anybody remembers what mech that is. The VA still needs some fixing, Chuck. I hope it happens. You know, I immediately after reading that wanted to like take it up as like a cause. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to reach out to the VA. You know, I got so much stuff on my plate that's not reality. But man, that really stuck with me, Chuck. That really stuck with me. I don't know what mech that is. I don't know what mech that is, and I don't know what RDA that is. I used to know. I used to know. I promise, I used to know, but now I don't remember. I can't remember the mech mod, but it looks so familiar. Donald, doesn't it look familiar? Is that it? The Meraxis? Jake Scrapwood is saying that this is the Meraxis. Here, let's fact check Jake Scrapwood here. Meraxis. Oh! Yeah, I think you're correct. 10 years ago, Dan from Dan's Vape Reviews with just web addresses all over the screen, so I can't even show you. But yeah, it's the Meraxis. It's the Meraxis. The Meraxis. Holy shit, Jake Scrapwood. You're a vape historian. I'm going to rely on you now, Jake. I'm going to rely on you now, Jake, to be a vape historian. I thought those were sick, especially seeing like the old Namber Juice bottles. Those were good times, you know. Those were good times. We also got this one. Oh. So, okay, this is the cutest assignment planet globe you're ever going to see. Vicky. Where's Vicky? Vicky Benji. Vicky has a dog, Benji. And I love this dog. I've never met this dog, but I love this dog. I love all dogs, but Benji is adorable beyond words. And Vicky, I meant to share this last week with Bogan in the Halloween stream, but Benji got dressed up as Dogpool for Halloween. Dogpool for Halloween. Stop it. I can't handle how cute this is, Vicky. I cannot. It's a Dogpool onesie, and Benji's just a little Dogpool, and I want to scruffle his face. And I want to smash his ears. Benji, you're a boss. You're a true boss. Benji is Dogpool. I love it. I could not let another week go by without sharing. Let's look at it again. Oh my God. Benji. Come here, buddy. I want to talk to him in the dog voice. I want to talk to him like I talk to Murphy, you know? We got some more here. I wonder, when do I need to free the dogs? I'm going to text my wife real quickly. When should I free the dogs? She was going to feed them tonight, but she's gone. She left. She's not in the vicinity right now. Benji, you. This is from Viking Tex. Viking Tex here, writing into us, says, first time sender here. Apologies for the long email. This is not a long email. Viking Tex, replay crew, as I'm in Norway, so the 9-hour time difference makes the vlog a bit difficult to watch. I appreciate that, replay crew. Yo, so much Viking Techs. Hashtag replay crew life. Started vaping in 2018 with a Smoke X Priv baby mod and a TF2 baby tank. It lasted up until 2022 when it randomly died one day. I didn't check the puff counter regularly, but it was in the 100,000 plus area. I got a purple stubby 21 since you got me on that purple gang life with a rainbow drip tip and the Suicide Mods Tallboy Tech Mesh tank. Rebuildables aren't possible as I lost 70% of my vision from a brain tumor in 2019. Whoa! I had 4 rounds of chemo and it thankfully disappeared, but I've been loving watching your vids. Hoping to win a Boosh box one day. Yo, Viking Techs. Hell yeah, Viking Techs. I love that. I hope you're catching this replay. Sick purple stubby. Purple X-ray stubby even. Purple X-ray stubby even. Tim didn't send an email, did he? Tim just sent pictures. We're going to look through Tim's pictures right now. Tim didn't send an email. Tim just sent mysterious pictures like this. Cool. Tim's got good taste. I've looked through Tim's pictures. Tim's got good taste. That bright green 3D printy guy on the end, I need to know. I need to know what that is so I can go to Tim's house and steal it from him. Does anybody know what that is? I don't know. Billet box for sure. Dot mod in the middle. .aio. Green thing. Green thing. Green thing. Oh, wise owl. I'm very sorry to hear that. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Over the rainbow bridge. You're going to make me sob. I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know what the green thing is, and I want it. That's a boodle. Okay, are you just making stuff up, Rip? Can I Google this? Is this real? Oh, it's DNA 60. Oh, voodoo. That's a voodoo, not a boodle. That's a voodoo. But wait, there's more from Tim. Look at this. Yeah, that's a stubby. Fuck cancer. But wait, there's this. Boobs. Mech with an RTA. Blaze Max. QP designs. He's got Deshi bags for everything that he has. And I'm jealous of his booby vape mat. I'm going to buy that immediately. But wait. This is how he stores it. All upright. All with the bottles. But wait. There's another bogan. There's another bogan pink billet box. You love to see it, Tim. But wait. That's the last one. Boobies. That's a dot. Is that a dot? Yeah, that's a dot. ODB booby wraps. Pink and cotton candy colors. You know, the pink and the blue. You love to see it. I love it. Tim, thank you. Additionally, I really like just really well organized vape stuff like that. Like this. Let's see the boobies again. I just really appreciate someone who commits to like the aesthetic, and you want every device to fit your vibe, and each device has its own bag, and it's like your collection is very concise and deliberate. I just love that so much. I envy that, you know? Thor on Twitch is saying it's the Kuka AIO? The Kuka from Voodoo? How do you spell this? Kuka? Yeah. I'd like to get to the bottom of this. Oh, it's the Vapon Kuka? Oh, the other, oh. I didn't know Vapon made a Boro kit, but that's kind of sick. The Vapon Kuka. That's way cooler. That's way cooler than the one they sent me. I got the other Vapon guy. Well, anyway, Kuka. All right, Vapon, Kuka. Nice. Yeah, Tim, you got a good aesthetic. I appreciate you sharing. That was a joy. Chad. Hey, Chad. What's going on over here, Chad? Chad just writes in, simple setup, current setup. That's what his email said. Current setup. Appreciate all the vape news. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Chad. And thank you for sharing your Geek Vape Aegis Legend with the sub tank on top. Yes. I don't know what it is. Even just a Geek Vape, like that's what he vapes. Chad, he's like, I don't smoke cigarettes. I vape this. I vape a Geek Vape with the sub tank. Hell yeah. I don't know why. I like that so much. So much. Ali, where you at? Look at that. Ali here just showing my work daily, keeping the fancy drip stuff for the house. Replay crew out in the Jeep from Lake City, Florida. Shit yeah, we got the vlog on the Jeep. Is that your CB radio? I'm envious of big rig drivers and truck drivers. It's cool. It's just cool. We never even got to sit in a big rig truck. Someday I will, Allie. Hell yeah. Armor, appreciate it. Thank you for rocking the replay vlog in the Bluetooth in your car. Well, listen up, everybody. If you have something that you think I could send that to Grimm, send me a picture of it. I want to see what you vape. Doesn't matter what it is. I want to see it all. Matchy, non-matchy, tubes, boxes, squonkers, boros, whatever. Send it over. Nick@GrimmGreen.com. Just mark your subject. Assignment Planet Globe. I will probably see the attachment. It will get downloaded, filed, used accordingly on this stream. Show off your shit. If you got cool shit, I want to see it. Plus, it's street cred, dude. You got GrimmGreen street cred. GrimmGreen street cred. You can go out in life and just be like, you know what? GrimmGreen said this is a cool vape. I don't know how much, that's not going to get you very far. You're a truck driver rocking in your truck right now? Watching in your truck right now? Hell yeah, Kingpin Rebel. Fuck yeah. Backbone of America. You keep the whole thing going. You do. I like truck drivers. I grew up where there was a lot of truckers and big rigs, and so you had to learn like how to, I look in their mirrors and I need to see their face, and I don't pass them if they're, I try to drive really well around big rigs because I imagine that it's a little bit wonky being up in this big rig, Professionals, you guys have been doing this for years. You could probably, do some Tokyo drifting, I don't know, with a big rig. But man, keep on trucking. Hell yeah. My old band, the Swamp Donkey, we had a song called 18 Wheels. It was just a song about long haul truckers. Great song. I loved it. It was my favorite songs that we played. Quick vape break. And then, let's see, we're creeping up on 6:47 and we haven't got to the mail yet. And that's unfortunate because that's what I would like to do literally right now. And I forgot to get a bag. Actually, you know what? Let's check in on the super chats real quick. Let's just check in real quick over here. I would hate missing these. I don't want to miss any of them. Hell yeah. Where did we end up with? Mr. Smith. Now with RFK being in charge of the country's health, it may be a good idea to bring harm reduction to his attention. He's already blasted the FDA on Twitter. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure he knows about it. I don't care. Here's the thing. I'm not an RFK guy. I don't like him. Just don't like him. Personally, as my personal politics creeping in, just don't like him. Don't like him. Don't trust him. Says weird shit. Dude. Weird unhinged shit. And I'm not saying that, again, I'm not a baby bathwater guy. So I'm not saying that everything RFK says is just weird shit. He probably says a lot of really smart things. I've heard him say a lot of really smart things. In fact, I listened to RFK on the Theo Vaughn podcast, thought it was really good. Thought he had a lot of really good things to say on there. Here's what I'll say. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'd like to be hopeful. I'd like to think that we could have a loaf of bread in America that's not a cake, that's not loaded with sugar. Like if that's the kind of shit he's talking about, yeah, I'm on board. Let's go. There's a reason why you can go to the UK and buy Fruit Loops and there's 8 ingredients, and then Fruit Loops in the United States have 8 trillion ingredients. Or you go, it's like why McDonald's is better in Sweden. It's amazing in Sweden. It was the best McDonald's I've ever had in Sweden. You know why? Rigorous, hardcore food regulations. Hardcore food regulations. So we'll see, anything would be better, I guess, than what we got right now. All of our food's terrible for you unless you can go to, Whole Foods and buy organic fucking diapers. QHB. My daughter's Gracie's birthday is this weekend. Junior's mom, a special wish for her. Yeah, loves you. Your daughter's birthday, Gracie? I wrote that down, QHB. Happy birthday to Gracie. Hell yeah. I love birthdays. Let's go. Frank. Yo-Yo, Nick, happy vlog day. Check your DM on Discord for a real good surprise setup. Do you want me to check it right now, Frank? Do you want me to go check it right now and share it with everybody? Because that sounds exciting. Where you go, Frank? Where you at? Yes! Woo! Hell yeah. Okay, so Frank, I need to explain this to you. I sent Frank, Frank won a BUCH box, and Frank had been in my DMs on and off for a little bit, talking about recoils. We were talking about recoils, and I said, "Oh, Frank, yeah, I'll really try to get you a recoil." And then like a year went by, and I didn't get him a recoil. He finally won a BUCH box. Boom! There's that recoil up there, Frank. I love it. And so what you have, Frank, is not a stock recoil. That's the metalhead tip, and it threads in. Did I write you a note? Did I write you a note in your box? It's the metalhead drip tip from DHD, and it doesn't thread in. And if you ever want maybe another color or two in those tips, I have like a bunch of them. For the metalhead for the recoil. But that was my favorite way to vape the recoil. It was my favorite cap, favorite everything. I loved it. Right on, Frank. Right on. I'm so glad it arrived. Gunny. Hey, Nick. Love you. Hey, Gunny. Love you, man. Happy MTVD. Looking forward to skipping around the room. Oh, that's coming up right now. Like literally next. Cloud Chucker. Hey, Nick, just built the Sturdy One with the Sturdy One upgrade cap. The crackling makes the juice outstanding flavor. It's strawberry milkshake running at 0.33. God, that sounds good. I could not get the Sturdy One with the upgrade cap working. I might give that another go on Tuesday. on the Vape Fiddle. I really want to vape that Sturdy One. And I mean, if anybody was there, like what was that, 2 weeks ago, where I just was struggle bus with the Sturdy One, just struggle bus to the bone. Couldn't get it working. That upgrade kit befuddled me like I was Stanton Glance. I was befuddled. Sounds kick-ass, Cloud Chucker. Chuck some clouds. Chuck them up. Bob should have tried bird watching. Did the VA too soon, New Wave Dave. Too soon. Bob should have tried bird watching. No, and what kills me is that's CDC's advice. That's not like real life advice. That's like telling someone who's sad, well, have you tried not being sad? Have you just tried smiling a bunch? Have you ever tried just thinking of happy things? This is like the worst, shittiest, like condescending advice possibly. Oh, you have a lifelong addiction to horrible combustible tobacco cigarettes with thousands of different chemicals in them, harm every organ in your body. Your whole body's addicted to cigarettes. God, that must be so terrible. Have you tried just not doing it? Yeah, we've all tried just not doing it. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing. Matthew, as an Iraq combat veteran, I smoked, dipped, and was around burn pits. I am sorry, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Burn pits. I was told the same thing. Whoops. My whole live stream crashed. JK. Okay, I lost where I was. Whoops. As an Iraq combat vet, I smoked, dipped, and was around burn pits. I was told the same thing. I vaped anyway because fuck the government. Yeah, I was in the psycho ward and was given nicotine tabs to put in my lip. It made me want to dip so bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they give you nicotine tablets, but they wouldn't let you like chew or have snooze or anything, but they're okay with you having nicotine tablets. Listen, I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how that all works. But damn it, you made the right decision, Matthew. Damn it, you made the right decision to vape. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. You know, and I told this story before, but you know, my grandpa on my dad's side, my dad's dad, this is his desk. Yeah. World War II general. This was his desk. He had a desk job. But he started smoking in the service. It was in his rations, was cigarettes. He started smoking cigarettes, just smoked until he died. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't the VA. It was the federal government that killed my grandfather because they got him smoking cigarettes that eventually killed him. Killed him dead. But they let him smoke pipes in the hospital. I went and visited him. He was smoking a pipe. Literally will always be reminded of him every time I hear smell a pipe. 33% of active service members smoke cigarettes. This is a fucking shame that the Surgeon General can't tell the fucking truth on vaping and banned it for all AAFEs, Army Air Force exchanges. Yeah, that is I think fucking shame isn't even like a strong enough word, Mallory. We need to think of something stronger than that because it is completely fucking shame. Completely, Mallory. Hey, appreciate you, Mallory. Love you. Fishy. Hey, Nick, line it up. Line it up, Nick. I tell myself that all the time, Fishy. I tell myself that every day. It's the motivational thing that I tell myself. If I catch myself like sitting on my phone, which happens frequently, I'll take a picture and then I'll post it on social media and then it's like, oh, well, I might as well just stay here and keep browsing. And I'll go through a bunch of reels and then I'll hear the little voice in my head, line it up, Nick. I'm like, oh yeah, put my phone down. Line it up. Let's line it up. Abdullah, how are you? Forgot to send mine for Assignment Planet, and would you die? And you would die hearing my Boro crackle. Love from Australia. I'm a truck driver too. Truck driving Australians. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to hear that crackle. I want to hear that crackle, buddy. Get in there. Get me that crackle. I'm sure it's great. It's honestly, I know it's better than any crackle I have on my desk right now because I got nothing. I need to hang out with the Gentleman's Crackle Club or whatever. Get my crackle game up. Get that game up. Chuck! Yo, Nick. I love you, man. More than Georgia Boy does. Whoa! Hey, just kidding. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Chuck. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Chuck. Ain't no way. Appreciate you, Chuck. Appreciate you guys. Okay, now, you know what we're going to do at 6:57 p.m. besides run long? We're going to open some mail. I have a shocking amount of mail. I have a surprising amount of mail. I wasn't sure how switching my mail day to Fridays was going to actually go, but it seems to be working pretty okay. Still got a pretty okay amount of mail this week, even though I haven't been to the post office since Friday, you know. This is, a package, I'm assuming. Appears to be something in here. Maybe we should get it out. Oh! Yes! They're here. Okay, this is dedicated to Frames Janklin Vapor. Frames Janklin Vapor. All of the yo-yoys, mostly Frames Janklin Vapor, maybe mostly Oya, maybe Breeze Tones, anybody else who likes to hang out in the shed. I bought some volcano bags finally, you guys. I bought some volcano bags finally. I have the tendency, just in my life in general, to let things get really, really gross before I do anything about it. I'll let RDAs get real gross before I do anything about it. And I like to vaporize all of my cannabis, and I have a volcano. And the volcano vaporizes your cannabis into a big bag. cannabis has like inclusions and things in it and sticky things and terpene things, and it makes the bag after extended periods of use a little bit dingy and brown and kind of gross looking. And then if you really let it go, it starts getting blackened on the bottom. And if you really let it go, it starts springing holes. And I usually wait until it's springing holes before I replace it. And so I've been using this disgusting bag on my yo-yo streams on Wednesdays. New bags. Earn. New bags. And these are the rolls. That means I can take this whole roll and make one monster bag if I want to. Yay. I got 3 big volcano bags. Rolls of volcano bags. Rolls. Hell yeah. All right, so not necessarily vape mail. Now this, yep. You know what this is? Oh. Do you even know? No more, Jason Vapes. The dirty bag after tonight, starting tomorrow, new bag. Definitely tomorrow, new bag. Do you know what this is? I feel like we need to go up here. I feel like we need to get right here so we can go like this. Just the best juice on earth. Just my all day, everyday banger. 12 milligram deep cuts guava jelly. Best juice on earth, best liquid on earth. Love and hugs to you, Pickle and the Pups, Eric. Eric's a hell of a guy. Deep Cuts is a incredible liquid line, and the guava jelly has become... When did I start vaping the guava jelly? It's been at least 4 years. Maybe only 3 years of guava jelly, but if there is a mouth to lung somewhere, this is inside of it. Deep Cuts guava jelly. Thank you, Eric. Guava jelly. I'm telling you, if you mouth to lung and you want like, it's like a, I can't even explain how much I like this liquid. It tastes delicious to me every time. I never get blind to it. I never get like vapor's tongue to it. It's always like a little bit of like a palate cleanser. I can't explain how much I like this liquid. Let's have a couple. That's not even it. Where would Deep Cuts guava jelly be? In this pod. Here we go. Pixo. Check atomizer. What? Check atomizer. I have never received a check atomizer on this device ever in the history of time. So I don't know what's going on. This is like my favorite current pod right now. Unreal. All right, there's a little bit left in here. Let's have some guava jelly, finally. 3 years. Definitely lethal coils. And I don't know what it is. The 12 milligram has like the perfect throat hit for me. It's just delicious. I can't explain it. This is just a wow liquid. All right, but wait, there's more. Oh, finally. Jeez. These were supposed to arrive like, honestly, 3 months ago. Maybe longer than that. It's nothing super exciting. I'm probably not going to do a review for it, but I will probably use it. It's the Eco Nano 2. And I did the Eco Nano Pro before I got the Eco Nano 2. This was supposed to be a double video. VaporS was like, do one video for both of them. I said, okay. When you send in the 2? Soon. When are you sending the 2? Soon. When are you sending the 2? Soon. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. So we got an Eco Nano 2. Spiff. I like pods. They're fine. Oh, okay. We got some more. I forgot a trash bag tonight. Man, line it up, Nick. Line it up. Well, I mean, whoever is someone asked about Boro earlier. Was there going to be any hot Boro action? Maybe. I got a Dead Star V2. I got a Dead Star V2. What? That's sick. That is so sick. What? Oh my God. And the buttons are the little BB buttons right here. Clicky, 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 clicky on both sides. Exposed 18650. 18650? Yeah, it's got to be 18650. Is that 21700? No, it's an 18650. Okay, I'm getting a little too excited there. There's a web address on the bottom, so I can't show you that. And there's a QR code right there. Fantastic. It looks like a slidey in from the side type of guy. But that's okay, because there's plenty of side fill tanks. I don't know exactly how this works. The Dark Star V2 bussin'. Chuck, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same exact thing. You know what an exposed battery means. My favorite thing right now, here, hang on. Oh, I guess I need to adjust this. There's like a little wheel up here to adjust the battery, but I can't quite see how that works. But the hand feel of this, yeah, hand feel. You see this? Whoop. That little zoop right there. Look at that. And then my thumb is kind of right there. Dude. I think I'm into this. You know, I had another mech squonk or a mech Boro that had the 2 buttons on the sides like this, and I didn't love it. It was pretty good. It was good, actually. Okay, I take that back. It was good. That was a good little Boro, but these buttons are much nicer. Whew. All right, cool, man. A Dark Star V2. No, Dead Star. Sorry. A Dead Star V2 from Yek. Y-E-C. Y-E-C. Yek. The Yek Dark Star Dead Star 2. I'm stoked on this. Hell yeah, stoked on that. There was a matchy like Deshi style baggie for it as well. You can put the whole damn thing in there. Rad. This is rad. This is just rad. Tuesday, we're definitely going to set up a Boro for this or a something for this. And it comes with matchy battery wraps, but, you know. I think we know what battery wraps are going to go on the inside. You know what I mean? Okay. Put you away. Dude, that is sick. I was not expecting that. Hey, is Will in the house? Maybe not. Will's a busy guy. Glue bag Bill? You know what's in here? It's that time of year. It's just that time of year. Fucking Bottled Violence eggnog. Bottled Violence eggnog. It's a toffee custard eggnog. It's like a yearly thing. It's a yearly tradition. It's time. It's almost time. It's almost time for the nog. I almost bought eggnog the other day at the store. We were at the grocery store and they had some and it was in my hand. And then I went, I can't yet. I can't yet. I can't yet. I love eggnog. We did a Christmas stream last year. We did a Christmas stream last year. Oh, you're here, Will? Hell yeah, glue bag. Thank you. Thank you for that bottled nog. The Bottle Violence nog life. It's that time of year. It's that time of year. Not just yet, but very, very soon. Very, very soon. And it's delicious. And we vaped it last year on the Christmas stream. And we did an eggnog tasting on the Christmas stream. Hang on, did my wife text me back? Oh, they're free. Oh, okay. Okay. Line it up. What was I just talking about? Bottle violence, bottle violence, bottle violence, bottle violence, bottle violence, eggnog, bottle violence. Yeah, we tasted a bunch of eggnogs last year. It was pretty fun. Maybe we'll do a Christmas stream again this year. Maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. This could be dope. This could be dope. This could be dope. I'm going to say that this could be dope. The Oxva V Prime. It looks, a little disposable-ish. That is a honkin' pod. Look at all those connections down there. Snaps in, even with that sticker on there. It's like, shit, that's a good little design right there. I wonder how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this yet. We'll come back to you, V Prime. We'll come back to you someday, V Prime. I'm sure I'll have a review for that at some point too. There's more. There's more. This, I got two more. What? Stick with me here. Simmer down now. Simmer down now. Whoa. Ha. What is it? 12 milligram? Dude, you made me 12 milligram firefight? Stevie's Collective is dropping some 12 milligram simulation. 12 milligram simulation. Stevie and your collective. What? Simulations and firefight all day long. Well, here's what this means. This means I'll keep this one and this one and maybe this one and this one. Like keep these, and then those are for yo-yo's. Those are for BUCH boxes. You get to taste the best banana tobacco and the best orange flavor that might have ever existed ever. These are incredible. I have, oh, no. The orange is, where the hell is the orange? Kitchen guy didn't have it. Living room guy didn't have it. I don't have it. if Car Guy took that to the car, I'm going to punch him in his balls. Yeah, it was probably Car Guy. Probably Car Guy. He loves the orange flavor, you know. Car Guy probably has it. The orange flavor slaps. The banana tobacco, I've been raving about it for a few weeks now. It's, this is my, FYK, I've never, before like 3 weeks ago, I'd never heard of Stevie's Collective. And then we got a couple bottles, and I think they came from Steve-O, when Steve-O sent some liquid. And, I don't know. I've been trying to go through them slowly. We did 2 random liquid tastings, and so far, the blood orange and the banana tobacco are stellar. Like, done and dusted, out of this world. Good. Binksy, you're right in time for the last package of the Vape Mail, right before we get into a very random liquid tasting. This is like the meaty part of the vlog. This is the meaty part of the vlog. Why are we punching balls? Oh, well, it's because the guy who... it's just, there's a mod missing, you know? There's a mod missing, and I think someone has it in the car. Someone has it in the car, and I'm going to have to go punch myself in the balls to get it. I know, it's confusing, but that's how it works here. I don't know what you are. BD Vape. I don't know what this company is, but this is from BD Vape. I'd like this to be not disposables. I'd like this to be not disposables in here. That's the dream. Everybody cross your fingers. Okay. Do I just guess how this opens? Ah. Oh. Fancy. Oh. It's a mod and a tank and an included battery. Whoa, dude, that's actually kind of fucking sick. Whoa. I don't know, I'm kind of impressed by this. What is this called? It's the BD Vape Raiden kit? The Raiden kit. Look at this. Look at this. That's kind of badass. This is all like stainless steel. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Maybe that's not stainless. Maybe that's aluminum, but it feels stainlessy. I love this grippy. I love this. I love this. 21700. Pow, 21700. Whoops. Can I put this battery in here? Yeah, 18650 or 21700 comes with Serenity Now. Pow. Big pretty screen. Big clicky fire button. These buttons are hard to press. Not hard to press, but they got some force behind them. Dude, okay, that's kind of sick with it. The tank. Shut up. That's kind of sick. I wish the metal matched. The metal's a slightly different, a slightly different shade. Raiden wins. Flawless victory. Fatality. Okay, this is sick. The Raiden single 18650. I kind of just like this device. Like, this is the future home. This is the future home of that Zoo 1 RDA for sure. Single battery banger. There's a little on-off switch right here. On-off. Okay, I'm immediately into this. I immediately like the way this looks. I like that feel. I like that stainless. It feels like, honestly, it feels like a big ass butane torch, you know? Like you press this and it's just, you know, some half foot long blue torch flame comes out. That's what it feels like. With less dumb sound effects, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, well, this has been a really good hot vape mail sesh. Really good vape mail sesh. Dang. Oxva, V Prime. We got a new Boro. We got a new single 18650 tank and mod. And Stevie's Collective just loaded me up with two of my favorite liquids. This was a good mail. This was a good ass mail. Shit. I'm excited about both of these. I want to set these up. I can't believe I have to wait till Tuesday to set up that Boro for the vape fiddle, but you know, those are the rules. The rules are the rules, and I don't make them. I just follow them. You know? Yeah, that was a hot vape mail sesh. This is cool. I think this is, I mean, that the Dead Star is cool. This is just surprising. You know, I've seen a 1,000 different single 18650 regulated sub-tank kits, and this one like speaks to me. This one like actually looks cool and speaks to me. That's rad. That's rad as hell. That's it. Get the hell out of here. That's it. That's done for vape mail. Dang, what a good mail. What a good mail. I can't wait to send these to patrons. Honestly, I can't wait for people to taste Firefight. I want to send these out. Simulation, Firefight, these rule. Those liquids rule. Set up the BD with the Nightmare V2. Please set up the BD with the Nightmare V2. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we didn't do birthdays. We're going to do birthdays literally right now. Good looking out, King. We're going to do birthdays right now. I'm going to have just a little bit of this, you know, let's have it with some Stevie's Collective. That's what we're doing. No. Sweet bourbon peach. You got to get that in a couple more times. Probably watered down. Simulation is a banana tobacco haze, and Firefight is, it just says Blood Orange Delight, and it's like it's like a ruby blood orange. Awesome. It's awesome. There's not a lot or any really orange flavors I can really think of that I've loved over the years. It's not a very frequently made liquid. Oh, look, I just got a little bit more. I got to pace myself, Ranger Rusty. You know, I'm not out here trying to get schwasty. It's just for the look, you know? It's just for the look. I don't light it. Thanks, Big Willie style. All right, damn, what a great mail. That was a really good mail. I am pumped. I'm stoked on all that stuff. Even the pods I'm stoked on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. So what I should do right now is, before we get to the very random liquid tasting, I'm going to pop in on the super chats. There was one super chat. Yes, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, my age is showing. and I keep nodding off. So before I'm totally gone for the night, hope life treats y'all well. And if it's not doing so right now, just be patient. It will get better. Oh, Dee Dee, wise words. Peace and love from Dee Dee, everybody. Peace and love to you, Dee Dee. Sleep well. Sleep like the Dickens. The Dickens. Nobody gets me. Let's have a very random liquid tasting. Let's do the damn thing. We're going to do the damn thing. And get back over here to the, whoops. Okay, so everybody agrees that zombies should walk. Everybody agrees that zombies should walk. Okay. Look, 668 people can't be wrong. Zombies should walk and not run. I, of course, have a little bit more nuanced of a explanation for that. Rum? Rum, yeah. Do you like rum? If so, try Bumbu. And if you add an ice cube or two of ice that's water from the ice, makes it taste like bananas. Bumbu? Okay, Bumbu rum. I am a rummy. I like rum. I went through a big rum phase. You know, what I drink and what I consume is heavily based on the people that I'm hanging out with and spending time with. Like, I went through a big rum phase because my boss, Doug, in the tasting room at Starbucks, he was a rum guy. So he's like, hey, you like rum? I'm like, yeah, sure, I like rum. So we would talk about rum. And so I'm like, okay, well, if he's going to talk about rum, I need to learn about rum. So I'd start learning about rums and all the different rums, and we'd talk about rums. Rum. I'm a rum fan. My brother and I used to make a drink called the Malibum Rudy Boo, which was Malibu rum and root beer. It's just a mixer. Mix it together, drink it. Thank me later. It's called the Malibum Rudy Boo. Ranger Rusty, how do I get simulation in my mouth? Also, the fire button on the Dead Star isn't on the side. Try to find it if you can. Wait, that's not the button? Is the button the top? Is this the button up here? That right there. If that's the button, then I just got a boner. If that's the button, if it's a detonator button, that's boner-tastic. So this is for adjusting the wattage, maybe. Pow. Oh, wow. That's even more hand feel than I was prepared for. Is that the button? Ranger Rusty. All right. It's cool. I like that it's a team effort, man. I like that you guys know more about vape stuff than I do. Helps me out. You guys help me out. There's just no way around it. And as far as simulation in your mouth, I'm not sure how to acquire Stevie's Collective, truly and honestly. Steve-O may be the guy to talk to. I'm assuming it's a Facebook thing. I'm assuming it's a Facebook. Yeah, if that's the button, which I believe it to be the button, that just got a lot better. That just got a whole lot cooler. All right, let's start this very random liquid tasting poll. Random liquid tastings. Let's see. And then we're getting some of these have been up here a minute and a couple times. Okay. Now, if you what? It's the clear bottle. The other ones don't work the same? It's the clear bottle. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Forsaken. Stevie's Collective, yeah, Book of Faces. I had a feeling it was a FB group, an FBG. That's my brother's initials. I had a feeling it was an FBG. Yeah, Steve-O. I would say contact Steve-O. Say contact Steve-O. Okay, so here's what's going down for the very random liquid tasting. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Go for it. First up, Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookie. Never had it. Like Sad Boy liquids. Never had it. Next up, it's FDH's Dough Nut. This is a strawberry glazed donut. Probably pretty delicious. Silverback Lola. Someday we're going to vote for, I'm going to start a campaign for Silverback Lola. And then lastly, because of Triton Distribution and Wages and White Lion suing the FDA, we're putting Suicide Bunny's Sucker Punch up here. Let me cover up any barcodes just to prove the street cred. Yeah, that's Triton Distribution. They're suing the FDA. So yeah, we're going to try their liquids. Yeah, we are. So please vote. If you don't vote right now, it may never happen. So just do it. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote funky. No? If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote funky. FDH stands for From the Hood. I don't know if that's helpful for you for tracking it down. Oh, you don't really know him? Okay. Okay, Stevie's another group. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Steve-O. I don't want to just send people to you. Oh, like, yeah, no, go talk to Steve-O. He knows everything. Go talk to You're like, damn it. Sad Boy Pales to Turk's Pumpkin. Oh, really? Pales? You did? Oh, by mail? All right. Did it get lit on fire? Did they throw like a firebomb in there? You know what the funny, like, I have only ever voted by mail as an adult. The last time I went to go vote somewhere, I don't even know if I could tell you. I think it was for when I voted for Bob Dole. The first time I could vote, 1996, I was a Dole man. So I voted for Bob Dole, and I remember I had to drive to the fire department in Round Hill to vote. And I think that was the last time I drove anywhere to vote. Maybe that's not entirely true. I do remember standing in line in Carson City for voting, but I don't remember when. Must have been 07? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, and all modern elections, I've only ever voted by mail. Only. Not by mail. They mail it to me, and then I fill out all the ballots, and then I take it into the, to the ballot drop people and hand it to them. Give it to them. I can't believe this is giving me a check atomizer. That's the most upsetting thing. Well, make a note of that for the pods ranked. All right, you guys, keep voting. I got an RDA already here, ready to go. We're going to do it on the old Asgard V2, which is the Asgard V1 in an Asgard V2 box. Asgard V2. Bob Dole. Bob Dole doesn't like this. Bob Dole. I don't know what it was, fresh out of high school. Like, hey, let's go, Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Oh, I see. The rum. I got you, Forsaken. The rum. Blaze Max RTA? Dude, yeah, you just set up an RTA that slaps. That's why. All right, let's see where we are on this voting. Ooh, Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookies at the top with Donut not too far behind. Poor Silverback Lola. She's just way back here. It's like this right now. They're neck and neck. She's a little higher. But Lola's way back here. Sorry, Lola. Sorry, Lola. You're just going to have to wait for an audience of less discriminating tastes. Don't look at my nipples. Sorry, Lola. Keep voting. Keep voting. It's only 7:30. We can keep this party going. No, but really, I need to try to work on a 2-hour vlog again someday. Chuck, you have a web page? Am I going to get in trouble if I say your web page on my internet? On my internet web zone? You know Stevie? Like you chill with him? It's cool, man. That's street cred. Always the underdog. Lola. Always the underdog. Poor silverback Lola. Everybody at the vape shop told me to buy it. Literally everybody at the vape shop told me to buy it. So I bought it. I bought some Lola and we're just waiting to taste it, you know. Paid $25 for this this Lola 120. Yo, you can't find them in Dirty Jersey? I got this at Steel Valley. Steel Valley in, you know, which, by the way, hey, holy shit, Will, congratulations. Congratulations, he did it. He look at this, look at this. Pow! Woo! First place, first place, first place, first place, first place, first place. Look at him. Look how stoked he is. Yeah, Will, Steel Valley Vapors won the best of first place. Best vape shop. Reader's Choice Awards. Best of the best. Hell yeah, Will. Shout out to Will, Steel Valley Vapors, keeping it real, being awesome, being punk as fuck. And they won first place. You love to see it. I love a skid getting some street cred. I know you can see them. I'm just asking you not to look, not to stare. Unless you want to stare, but that might cost you extra. Okay. I think Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookie's really going to take this home. So Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookie it is. Don't ever do a 2-hour vlog ever again. Challenge accepted. I can go all night, you know, all night. I can go all night. But we're actually going to end this soon, right after I have this Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookie. I like Sad Boy. You know, they had the Shamrock Shake and some other like lime cookie. Oh, this is a 6. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, that's unfortunate. And I'm going to vape this out of a series dripper. Whoa, dang. Whoa, dang. All right. Well, I'm going to vape this out of a friggin' series dripper. Just because this is what I have set up. I didn't realize it was 6 milligram, but, you know, we can suffer for a little bit. I can suffer for a little bit. What's the worst that's going to happen? A little bit throaty? Okay, whatever, loser. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. Calling myself a loser on my own stream. I didn't know it was 6. Just didn't know. So maybe we'll run this at a slightly lower wattage. Nope, we're going to have to crank this up. All right, 6 milligram Sad Boy Pumpkin Cookie in the Asgard V2, which is the Asgard V1 in an Asgard V2 box. I'm just kidding. I'm being too difficult on it. Let's give it a shot here. All right, inaugural toot. Cheers. Milligrams a little bit throaty. I'm just gonna let me sit with this for a second, GD. Let me sit with this. I'm gonna mute my microphone. You can't hear anything. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. This is great. This is a really good pumpkin flavor. I don't generally jam on a lot of pumpkin flavored things, but this is tasty. Really tasty. Really very tasty. And I'm sitting back there and I'm vaping it and I'm vaping it. And whenever I'm sitting back there vaping it, I'm trying to picture in my head like an image what I'm tasting. You know, I like to picture it. It's like when I picture guava jelly, you know, I picture jelly, translucent jelly. This, I'm vaping it and vaping it and vaping it, and I'm thinking, no, this isn't like a pumpkin pie. I was like, really? What this tastes like is a pumpkin cookie. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. Right, because it's called pumpkin cookie. This tastes exactly like a pumpkin cookie. I've never eaten a pumpkin cookie ever in my life, ever. But this tastes exactly like what I imagine a pumpkin cookie might taste like. No frosting, just a cookie. I picture a brown cookie that's thick. You know, it's like a thick, cakey cookie. It's not like a thin little cookie. I'm talking about like a Costco, just fat cookie that is soft. It's a moist, squishy, soft pumpkin cookie right in my face. It's not too sweet. It's not even approaching the sweetness fence. It's just the right amount of like pumpkin cookie. There's like cinnamon nutmeg bakery happening, and the cookie is part of it. Like the pumpkin is part of it. They're not separate, distinct flavors. It's real cohesive. It's like I'm taking a bite into a pumpkin cookie. It's a legit liquid. I DIY a blend that's based from it. Yeah, I could see people really falling in love for this. Good night, FYK. Good to see your face. What kills me about this is it's 6 milligram, but it's not really that throaty. I thought it was, yes, thick, soft, cakey cookie. The old TSCC. So good. This is delicious. Delicious. This is gonna be a fall flavor. You know, I got sweet bourbon peach. I got pumpkin cookie. I got eggnog. That's it, dude. My fall flavors are set. Yeah, it's 6 milligram, but it's not that throaty. It's not really throaty at all. I'm like questioning whether or not this is actually 6 milligram or not. Oh, that's good. Pumpkin cookie. Banana stickers. Let's see. What would I give this? 50. You know? Maybe 52. 53 banana stickers. It's delicious. That is really good. Just really good. Better pumpkin than like a PSL from Starbucks. This is a good, spicy, cinnamony pumpkin cookie. As Ern said, the old TSCC, the thick, soft, cakey cookie, definitely this. Thick with 3 C's. That's right, V8. Thick with 3 C's. Just a bunch of super sweet. I think it's just sugar cookie, pumpkin spice, and vanilla custard. That could be. It doesn't feel like an overtly complex flavor to me, but it feels like a very deliberate flavor. Deliberate flavor. That's freaking delicious. No, this came 6 milligram. It doesn't feel like a very complex flavor. It does taste like a pumpkin cookie, but it does taste like a 5 or 6 ingredient pumpkin cookie. Okay. Well, I love it. I love this. It's given me like a real nice, freshly baked, big, soft cookie, pumpkin cookie. This is your all day. This is delicious. This is delicious. That pumpkin cookie is freaking good. All right. Well, Sucker Punch and Donut and Lola, off you go to wait for an audience of less discriminating tastes. Well, you guys, I think we're done. I'm going to check in the super chats and hella chats. This is my new fake Stanley mug. This was my wife's, and then she got like an actual real one. And so I inherited her janky O-ringed... What is this? What are you doing? Janky O-ringed fake Stanley in orange. It's okay. It serves its purpose. Lola will never be picked. Well, then that's the fate of Lola. You know, I'm leaving that up to the universe. It may come to a certain point where I just break down and just vape it just because. Strawberry banana dragon fruit. That sounds kind of delicious. That sounds kind of delicious. Birthdays. Ranger Rusty, good on ya. Sunday Night Drunk, good on ya. Birthdays, bro. I hope I got everybody down. Evan? Gavin? Evan? I wrote GVAN. What's GVAN? Who's GVAN? I don't know. Gavin? Guan? Guan? Play the birthday song. Okay. Let me turn off the 7th floor tango, and we'll sing Happy Birthday as our last official act of this here vlog live stream. Hang on. Whoa. Let me Evan? I think I'm going to just say Evan, even though it looks like Govin. I think I'm going to say Evan. I don't know if it's Evan's birthday, but maybe somebody in the world is named Evan and it's their birthday close to right now. I think I checked. Hang on. But before we really do an official birthday, I have to check the Discord, and I'm going to check the birthdays if I can ever find them. Yeah. Oh, Akbar Bima? Is that what I meant to write down? Yeah, it was Cool Tech Dreamer. Okay. Gunny. We got some birthdays for next week. Akbar Bima, and Gunny Man. Okay. I don't know who Evan is, but apparently it's his birthday too. So let's all sing Happy Freaking Birthday together. Giovanni. TJ for the win. That is Giovanni. Yeah, yours is tomorrow. Akbar, yours is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday, dear Gunny. Also Foot Clan Dan. Also Seamus's wife, Sarah. Also Aunt Laura. Also Queen Honey Bunny's daughter, Gracie. Also Akbar Bima and Giovanni. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Skip around the room. Happy freaking birthday, you birthday people. Hope you had a good one, or you're about to have a good one. Happy freaking birthday. This is the liquid I use on a daily basis. This is it. This has been my jam for a few years now. I use it every day. 12 milligram deep cuts guava jelly. Boom. Roasted. I love it. It's my fav. Okay, guys. Okay. Happy birthday. Dance around the room. Happy people have told me that I'm tone deaf, but I generally don't believe them. Let me take a quick look and make sure I didn't forget anything. No, just a horrific mess to clean up. That's fine. That's how Thursdays go. Thursdays are mess days. We got it all. We did it all. We drank the bourbon. We got the new Boro. We got the new Oxva. We got the new thing. We got new liquids. We got Stevie's Collective. We got the Supreme Court. We got so much. And I think that's it. I think I'm spent. I think I'm spent for the day. I think I'm spent for the night, you guys. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say I love you. I'm going to say happy birthday to the birthday people. And thank you guys so much. You know, this is the funnest day of the week. It's awesome. I love it. I love doing the vlog. I like having people here. I like goofing off. I like keeping it cloudy, Paul Cole. I love keeping it cloudy. Wait, we got one more quick question. Caliburn G3 versus the Espresso Cross Pro. I'm going to say, I don't know. I can't say. G3. Just go G3. I've been vaping the G3 a lot more than the cross pods lately. And both of those, just so you know, are very evenly delightful. Very evenly delightful. Extraordinarily evenly delightful. Okay, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. This is officially the goodbye. This is officially the goodbye. Hey, I love you, man. Peace out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being down. Thank you for being down for the cause. Thank you for just being fun and awesome and being welcoming and welcoming people here. It's just, it warms my damn heart every time. Warms my damn heart. So, hey, thank you guys. Peace out. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. And remember, vaping's going to change the world. It's literally just a matter of time. Change the world. And we're going to be there. We're going to see it. We're going to watch it happen. And I can't wait. It's going to be great. Have a great night. Exactly. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. 1996 Tyler, we will be cheesing our jelly. Don't forget to cheese your jelly. Powder your night cat. Milk your night furniture. Do all the things. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yo-yo assemble in the Discord hangs. Peace out. I love you guys. Be excellent. And I'll see you next week. We're going to say goodbye as we always do. It's my BFF. It's homeboy OC. He believes he can fly. I think we can believe in ourselves for just a second. I think we can. I know we can. Hey, I heard a really wise quote today that said, if you feel pain, you know you're alive. And if you feel other people's pain, you know you're a human. So let's keep that vibe going. Peace out.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky. Any time of year. Dun, 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 dun. I believe I can fly.